Of the Warrior Choir as they honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Number 10, Abby Covert. Number 12, Zoe Shahidi.
I'll figure it out. I don't know.
Number 13, Clarinda Weber. Number 33, McKenna Huddleston. And number 40, Kayla Porter.
It'll come up.
Starting tonight for the Broncos,
More important.
number 5, Amara McFall. Number 22, Maddie Etchison. Number 23, Trishelle Johnson. Number 24, Addison Gothrop. And number 30, Emma Voss. The Broncos are coached by Ashley Fouch. Warrior fans, get on your feet. Here are your the roster includes number 11, Kenzie Anderson. Number 14, Taylor Williams. Number 23, Hayden Ronan. And number 31, Marley Bertram. Your starters tonight, a 5'10" senior center, number 10, a 5'5" freshman guard, number 20, Kayla Harrell. A 5'6" junior guard, number 21, Jenna Love. A 5'7" senior forward, number 22, Aiden Smith. And a 5'8" senior guard, number 24, Lauren Cox. Head coach of the Lady Warriors is the Professor Ed Giesman. Your officials tonight, Robert Voss, Justin Bates, and John Valenish.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium for tonight's boy-girl doubleheader. We start off with the girls tonight. I am the Soup, and back in the booth, I've got a good crew next to me. I've got the assistant principal and the assistant principal. I've got Daniel Hansen and Matt Knuckles. Also, we could call them the coaches. So they are here. They're going to give you the analysis. We're right at tip time. Guys, are you doing all right tonight?
Doing great. Looks like we have a great student section tonight starting off here, so it's good to see the students coming in for tonight's games.
Looks like it's pajama night. That's great. Daleville wins the tip, and here's a quick three, and that's off. and knocked out of bounds. Should be Warrior basketball. That shot was by number 24, Addison Gothrop. I remember her brother, I believe.
Yes.
Pretty good player.
Yes, that is correct. She is off to a good start to her career, too. She's a freshman, averaging 16 of the team's 32 points.
Here are the Warriors in their first possession. They've got on the right side, and they just turn it over right there at the top of the key. Went between Jenna Love's legs, and that'll be back over to Daleville. Coach, what's Daleville's record coming into this one? Do you have that?
Daleville's got a 1-9 record, and our Warrior girls have a 1-10 record.
So this is going to be the second win for someone tonight. Right now, it looks like the Warriors are in a zone. What do we have there, Coach Hansen? What type of zone are they running?
They're running a 1-2-2 flat. And the other night, they were in a little extended zone, so we'll be anxious to see if Coach Giesman goes to that 1-2-2 high.
The professor, as Biff Wilson, the voice of the Warriors, calls him, Ed Giesman, won the other night against Burris. Big win for the Warriors. And here's Cox bringing it across, gets it inside to Lazatter. Swinging the ball, I will give them that. They're moving the ball really well. That one knocked away, and it will be Warrior basketball.
Yeah, it looks like the Broncos are starting in a 2-3 zone. Raven is going to work the high post. We'll see. I know Coach Giesman really likes to get the ball to her and work out of that.
Broncos coached on paper by Ashley Fouch, who's also the boys coach, but there's some help down there with her two assistants, and those are, let me look here, Joe Wrench and Emmy. Is that Isom?
Yes, that's correct.
There's a steal and basket there by number 22. That's Maddie Etchison, correct? I think so. No, 23. Trishelle Johnson. Is she related? I'm going to assume she is the sister to the just recently graduated Johnson for the boys team.
And looks like we'll have our first foul on the Broncos. It'll be on number 30, Emma Voss. That'll be the first foul of the game.
Kenzie Anderson comes in to replace, it looks like it's going to be Harold who's going to leave, Kayla Harold. And you can't do that one.
Yeah.
Jenna Love was not established back in, and that's going to be, I believe, the second turnover, or third turnover, actually, by the Warriors tonight. There's a three on the way, and it's off again, rebounded by Kenzie Anderson, and that's over to Cox. Cox now bringing it up. Inside to Lazatter. Lazatter's got a swarm of Broncos. She kicks it out. And now a little bit of ball handling. Coach Knuckles, how important is guard play in high school basketball?
Oh, it's huge, especially small 1A schools like this. If you have a good guard, you can really put some pressures on some teams and get yourself out of some bad situations.
Well, so far, both teams with the zone, it would assume now they're coming to trap. Just as I say that, I was going to say that it seems like we're going to be slowing things down, but trap comes in. Good position by Love, and I believe that's going to be a foul on number 24 of the Broncos.
Yes, that'll be the third team foul. That one will be on number 24, Addison Gothrop. That'll be her first, and then the second was also on McFall with her first. So
shot up and off, and big tip. That's out to Johnson. Johnson now to the basket on the left side, lays it in. Nope, just missed it, and Cox has the rebound for the Warriors. Johnson knocks that one away. So 1-9 and 1-10, and it's a battle of the Mid-Eastern Conference.
Both teams are looking for their first conference win tonight as well.
Always with the stats, Coach Knuckles. That's a football coach for you. There's a steal. That's going to be Gothrop. And there's two more. Broncos out to a 4-0 lead here with 5:18 to go.
Broncos switching up their defense here. They're going to a 1-3-1.
How do you attack the 1-3-1? Well, right there.
Right there. Yeah, diagonals. And that was a great pass.
Jennifer lost her own rebound there, trying to kick that out to Lauren Cox, and here comes Gothrop with it. Gothrop pulls from the top of the key, just off. And that's Amara McFall, number 5, who it actually was knocked out by the Warriors. They're going to give it back to Daleville. There's both teams are pretty and that's Johnson again. Both teams are, they've got a mix of a few seniors and mostly sophomores and freshmen. Probably why both teams are struggling a little bit. There's Gothrop right into the passing lane, and Cox with a nice little job there of bothering her on that layup.
Yeah, it was a great job of sprinting back and not giving up on the play. We're doing a good job of getting it into Lazada. Right there we are again. Great job. And I was getting ready to say we just need to be a little aggressive out of that. That was a great job right there by Raven to turn and attack.
Well, both of you guys have been on the sidelines. You've got experience, and sometimes those zones, especially if you're not a good shooting team from the outside, those zones can really, really affect you. But like you said, getting to the heart of the zone is the key.
It is, and staying aggressive out of it. And Raven obviously can really put some pressure on the defense. And now that's the 4th team foul.
And McFall's going to come out, and that's going to be replaced by McKenna Corbin coming in. She's a freshman, and that takes quite a bit of height, but also looks like some athleticism out of there. But then I say that, and Johnson goes leaping above Smith to get that rebound.
Yeah, and the trap right there, that's great.
So it looks like they're, I don't know about that one, but
I thought that just went over everybody's head.
yeah. Well, I think it did. I think it went over the official's head, too.
And I think the girls were all.
We'll get this sorted out. It's a little early for this much confusion, but so I noticed the Warriors on that one went to trap, and there's a steal by Lazatter, and a little off on the layup, a little bothersome there by Gothrop. Good defense on the.
Yeah, I'd like to see the official just get back there and see that.
And Love with the steal here, and might have been another foul.
I hear that
and Lazatter padding the stats.
Yeah, and again, staying with this right here. And the other night against Burris, this was really effective for the Warriors. We got quite a few runouts. There's another steal.
Ooh, I was going to say might be a little late on that one,
yeah, but right idea.
Coach Knuckles, you were a part of Coach McLaughlin's program for years. Is this similar that we're seeing of the fury that the boys run?
Yeah, really similar. They're extending their bottom up a little higher than Coach McLaughlin does, but really the same philosophy, trying to get them into those corners, get some good traps and runouts, and just putting a lot of pressure on the defense.
Looks like, and that's over and back.
Yeah.
She's trying to say she didn't cross yet, but.
And one of the adjustments I think you talked about there is seeing from Coach McLaughlin as well is in the girls' game, it's a little harder of a pass to make that full court diagonal. So you really try to cut off half of it. And Coach Giesman's doing a great job right there with the girls.
Cox has it at the top of the key, and now it's over to Love. Trying to work around. Quickly moving the ball. Into Lazatter now. A little short corner jumper from Smith, and it's off. It's Johnson with the rebound. Here come the Broncos. Gothrop on the attack, and so here's what I'm going to put in my little 2 cents, since I did coach girls for a little bit. The one thing that bothers me about the girls' game and how it's officiated is just because a girl runs into another girl, if that girl is vertical and established her position, it doesn't always constitute a foul. But in girls basketball, it does. And my opinion being, as Gothrop makes the first one, my opinion being that some of these guys just get a little anticipation. They don't let the girls play as much because they're not as savvy in a little bit of the basketball sense as boys. But Gothrop makes 2 and extends it to 8-2. I guess my point being, and a long way around that, is I didn't think that was a foul.
Here you see Daleville going back to that trap.
Cox for 3. Tell you what, Johnson's going to be a problem on the boards tonight.
Yeah, she's averaging about 7 a game on the season.
She has to have about 4. Nice job getting in the passing lane by Anderson. Folks, we have 3 of us tonight, and it can be troublesome, but my job is to do the play-by-play. But I can tell you what, I've been a little rusty, and I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm thankful these 2 guys are here to save me. Gothrop has it now. A little lefty, and that's a deep one. Good block out by Smith. For us, I know that we're only averaging we're under 20 a game, aren't we?
That is correct. I think we're about at 18. That was a good job right there on the defense.
And they let them play there, but right back over to Daleville.
Yeah.
You said Gothrop's only a freshman?
Yes,
she's going to be a good little player. Already is a good little player, but I think there's a future. That's deep for Johnson. And it's being tipped around, and now, yep, there we go. We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Smith. It's going to be Aiden Smith, I think. Yep.
Wes-Del foul on number 22, Aiden Smith.
And they're trying to get the arrows switched over there, Coach Stacy. We've got a full team down there. 8-2, about 2:15 to go. There's Gothrop from deep again. Not afraid to shoot it, guys.
No, that's a good rebound right there by Raven Lazatter. Sometimes those long shots, long rebounds.
Shot just off by Cox, being tipped around. That's Smith trying to put it back up. Now Lazatter finally wrestled out of there. And that
looked like it was by Voss on the rebound, number 30 for the Broncos.
Gothrop to Johnson. Johnson thought about it. I don't know that they've hit one yet, so I think I might let them keep it out there and try it. I will say the zone by the Warriors was a good call by Coach Giesman to switch to. Good block out by Smith and a rebound. Guys, it's just about taking care of it right now. Kenzie Anderson drives to the middle, and that's going to be a travel. They gave her a jump ball out of it. Still going to take it over to, nope. We just switched that arrow. Amara McFall will return. She'll be replacing number 22, Maddie Etchison. So your senior comes in for your senior. Love's looking. There's not a lot there. They're doubling down on Raven when she gets it. Swings it out to Cox. Now quick pass inside. Ooh, I don't know about that. Charge called on Raven Lazatter, and I don't know if that's just her first.
Yeah, it looked like she was trying to drop step, and the girl started losing her balance, and then I think Raven just kind of extended the arm out of.
And they got timeout for Daleville, so see if it's going to be a full timeout. About 55 seconds left to go. The cheerleaders dressed in the holiday spirit tonight. And as we talked about, we've got a good crowd of students already. I believe there's a small wager out there, and that is that if we get 100 students by the boys' tip.
Yes, correct. So right now you look over there, you see a lot of the students enjoying their popcorn and a pop. So any student that was in the student section by the tip of this girls' game received a bag of popcorn and a drink from athletic director Mr. Denny. And then if there are 100 students in the student section at the tip of the boys' game, Officer Stafford will be with the cheerleaders for the first quarter of the next home game.
And everybody needs and wants to see that, so we can only hope. If you're out there and you're watching, get here so we can make sure that we have that number. I can see Coach Giesman down there drawing up, talking to the ladies. I'm sure he's discussing how to move the ball against that zone, which I think they're moving the ball pretty well. What are you seeing inside when Raven's getting it?
Well, I think the last time she was trying to be aggressive, and I think that's the key, is still trying to be aggressive. And when they do double, when she kicks it out, we've got to be having our feet set, ready to shoot those.
There's a skip. You can see they're screening the top. So they're screening opposite and getting that skip pass over there. That was probably drawn up in the timeout for Daleville. Here's Jenna Love with it now to Lauren Cox. She's going to take a deep three and almost had it. Anderson with the rebound back up. Short, tipped back out by Smith and into the hands of Daleville, now into the hands of Gothrop. 20 seconds. Let's see if Broncos hold for the final shot here.
Comes the screens again over to Gothrop.
Gothrop getting to go left, and they're going to get Aiden Smith again anytime there's a little bump or contact, it seems to be called.
Yeah, and I'd say one note here to talk about is they really like Gothrop on the left side of the floor. She's clearly left-handed, but all their sets they ran is getting her to the left side to attack.
Taylor Williams enters to give Aiden Smith a break. Looked like she moved her feet a little bit on that shot, and it is bouncing around and almost went everywhere and in. Jump ball with 4 seconds to go. See what they're going to do here. It's been tipped, so Johnson's got to get it and shoot it. And it is the end of the first quarter is going to end. Broncos 8, Warriors 2. We're going to take a quick audio break. We'll be back here shortly on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
And welcome back. I tell you what, I'm away for a little while, and next thing you know, we've got Pizza King commercials, IHSA commercials. Mr. Romine, our producer, just has everything rolling in the live stream. All I did was come back and put a headset on. It was amazing. Coach Knuckles, do you have any stats for us, or are you doing anything down there? The silence is golden. I'm going to assume he's done nothing in the first quarter. We're back to action here, 8-2. We'll get Knuckles involved. That's over and back. Can't do that. Coach Knuckles is down there enjoying a conversation, I think, with half the crowd. He's on the far left for us. And he actually allowed me to sit down, so I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere. Gothrop has it now. It's still in the zone, fellas. It seems to be working. Why switch it? I say that and watch him start hitting threes. All right. Oh, I thought it was almost on cue. Love with a long rebound there. It looks like I'm going to guess Aiden Smith is in foul trouble with 2, so they've got Taylor Williams in there. That one tipped away as Anderson went in for it, and here's Johnson again. I'm going to say, Coach Knuckles, she's close to her average. She's got to have close to 7.
I think that put her at 6.
So I'm right there. See, I'm a stat machine. Daleville trying to figure this out. They really don't have, as Coach Hansen, they don't have that middle like we have right now. They're going for the threes. That's a big rebound by Johnson and put back.
Yes, that's correct. You can tell their offense goes as their guard, and here's Johnson on the make. It's the top of the 1-3-1 again.
And that's intimidating, and there's Gothrop with an easy steal, and let's see if she can finish. She gives it to Johnson. Ooh, a lot of steps there. McFall has it. She falls down. So it looked to me like she was falling before the contact, but here's what I'm going to say. It's not easy to officiate some games, and this one is there's a lot of bumping, a lot of things going on. It's an MEC game. Whether you're 1-9, 1-10, it doesn't matter. This is a big game for both teams. Nice job by Anderson right there.
Well, that'll be the second foul on Jenna Love, so she'll head to the bench.
So we're in foul trouble early. That brings Harold back into the game. Anderson does the skip to Harold and just above. She got one hand on it, but it was out of bounds. So the offensive struggles continue for the Warriors here. They've held the Broncos to 10, though. I mean, we're in striking distance.
Yes, Lauren has got some good looks, so she needs to look to continue to shoot. Knock down a couple shots.
Number 2, McKenna Corbin at the top, over to Gothrop now. Gothrop on the right side where we've talked one of these is going to – listen, one of those eventually is going to go. I mean, if you shoot that many, you'd think several of them will go, but good rebound by Lazatter coming out of there. Now it's into Ravens. Quick skip to Harold, who gets around the corner. Just missed, and McFall has the rebound, and here comes Gothrop the other way. Johnson running. She was running to the rim there almost, and really had the corner. We're back in the zone. Might have shuffled the feet. Good take by Johnson, and it's off, and Lazatter has another rebound out to Cox. And here come the Warriors. Kenzie Anderson gets into the paint.
Spacing, our spacing looks a little good. Take by Anderson right there.
And she got it.
Yeah. And she is coming off of a big night the other night against Muncie Burris. I thought it was the best game that she's played.
That cuts it to 6, 10-4, 5:10 to go. Corbin trying to screen the top of that zone. Tough thing with that is when you're running a 1-2-2 or, you know, even if you screen the top, it's right there. A little piece of it was Anderson. I think it's going to stay here.
Good block.
And assistant coach Joe Wrench is going to burn another timeout here. It's a 30 seconds, so we'll stay with you. What's happening in the world of I've got several sports I can talk to you guys about since you coach just about everything, but what's happening in the world of football right now? Any big news, Coach Knuckles?
We had a call-out meeting a couple weeks ago and had to be excited of our numbers. We had a lot of kids that were walking the halls this year that are planning on coming out, and we've had a lot of guys after school in the weight room.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I did hear the numbers. You almost doubled the size of kids in interest just in that first call-out meeting. So, you know, if you can just get half those guys to come out, that's going to be an improvement in numbers. So I think that definitely is telling to how you guys coached last year and the type of product you put on the field, that there's a lot of kids that want to be a part of that. Here it is to Gothrop, and another one flies, and I'm telling you.
It's a good block out by Anderson.
She's going to get one of those to go.
Yeah, and she on the season has shot 124 threes through their 9 games so far.
I didn't shoot 124 threes from 6th grade to senior year.
She's averaging about 26%, so you got to expect some of this to start falling here.
I'm going to get Harold for a travel there by the Warriors. 124 threes. Now, there's a reason why I didn't shoot that many. I wasn't any good. Knuckles, I know you didn't shoot 124.
That was about 123 more than I did shoot.
You wanted to shoot a few more, but we wouldn't let you.
It'd be nice to have that green light like that.
Yeah.
Come across. And
she does take it well left, obviously being a lefty. That's an interesting – the mechanics involved with that travel was interesting. That's all I'll say.
See, Daleville's back in their trap here.
Yeah, when you get somebody in the middle, there's Raven in the middle right there.
Turn and look. He's got numbers.
Right idea.
Good sportsmanship by Johnson checking on Lazatter. There's a little contact there.
You'd like to see Wes-Del go back to their trap here. It gave them some fits there in the first quarter, and they haven't went to it once this second quarter.
I think that's an excellent analysis, and I would agree because I think we're allowing them to get comfortable coming across there. I'm surprised the middle against the Warriors really is there, but they don't really put anybody in there. I mean, they've got Johnson in there now, and then as I say that, that's exactly what happens.
Which, kind of to your point there, I wonder if the foul trouble is kind of in Coach Giesman's head there with that.
Yeah.
Because if we put Raven up top.
Johnson with the steal, and she's got a breakaway. And misses that one. Lazatter with the rebound. Now you've got, but I would agree we've got foul trouble, which is something with Love and Smith out, something you've got to think about. You take definitely a little bit of toughness, just because Smith, that's what she brings, is she's always involved. Obviously she's in foul trouble. And now, and has been in the other games, that's just because she's an aggressive player. It's not really her fault. It's just that's the type of game she plays. Believe me, I know I have one in the boys' game. We'll see that later tonight of my own. Well, the numbers are good there. And then, of course, we'll have time tonight to talk a little baseball with Coach Hansen. But Coach, you've got to be excited. You've got a good number of guys coming back this season. So.
Oh yeah, we'll start here after Christmas break, a couple nights a week in the IHA off-season workouts. So getting calendars out to everybody, and everybody's ready to get going.
Well, I'm sure your wife has enjoyed this season where you've not really had too much, but I know you probably still were doing about 1,000 things. Taylor Williams did not want it right there, but
yeah,
that's tough for Taylor, even though she's not the tallest player, plays more of a post game, and she doesn't want it right there at the top of the key at the mascot to try to dribble. And he's got to go deep now. I see Coach Giesman's going a little deeper into the bench with the foul trouble.
Good help side right there by Raven.
I agree with Coach Knuckles, though, at this point, as the Broncos have it here, and that might be the one. Nope. That's 132 now. That's going to be over the back. I agree with Coach Knuckles that even if you've got the foul trouble, I think maybe you just give it a shot with some of your as you're going deep to your bench. Right now, it's at 12-4. You're in a girls' game, having coached it, you're right in that point where it could get a little too far away from you, and you want to keep it close. So we really need a basket right here. Coach Knuckles, you got anything you could draw up for him?
Hopefully I know Lazatter's at now, but hopefully we can try to get it back there to the middle and attack.
That wasn't what you had drawn up.
No, it was not.
Johnson scores it. She's probably, I'm going to say she's almost at 8 and 8 right now with maybe 8 and 8 with steals, rebounds, and points. She's got to be close. And that was shot there by, I believe, Marley.
Yes, Bertram. Good job there to get into Kinsey Anderson. Like to see her be aggressive.
Gothrop and Johnson are in on just about everything. Pitched out now and trying to get it over to, I believe that's, well, back to Gothrop. They're going to call Robert Valls. He's not going to miss that.
Oh, that was a good call there. Good travel.
Robert's been doing it a long time.
Like to see Lauren stay aggressive here, especially with this lineup out there right now. Find a way to, looks like they're going back to their 1-3.
Oh, that was a nice, got to get it out of that trap. That's not exactly what we wanted. Jump ball's going to stay, nope, going to go with the Broncos. Good home crowd tonight for the girls' game. See how they file in for the boys' game later. That's into Johnson. She turns, and they're going to call her for a charge. So Lauren Cox takes the charge. That'll be
foul on number 23, Trishelle Johnson.
Got subs coming in, so we're going to, Coach Giesman's not going to wait. He's going to try to get back into this. It's got to 10, so he puts in Jenna and Aiden, who both have 2 fouls. That's why they call him the gambler.
Substitution number 40, Kayla Porter.
When he grows a beard, he looks like Kenny Rogers. Tonight, he is gambling. He's got 2 of them out there with 2 fouls, and they're pretty important, but I don't think I blame him here. I'd go for it. We got to get a score, get a little momentum.
Knock it down.
There it is. Bang.
Boom. Good shot. Every time, if you get a kick out, feet set, she's got to shoot it.
And Coach Giesman once again, now Gothrop trying to come back, and this could be a long rebound. No, it's back out. She's going to take another one. On the way, in and out, we got to get, and that's a huge possession right there. Here comes the momentum. Student section waking up.
Again, looked inside. There it is. Good. Be strong with it.
Aiden stays with it. Back to Cox. Now Marley has it. Marley. Gothrop with the steal. Gothrop trying to find someone. Stolen by Love now.
Low energy in here for this last minute.
See if we can cut into this even more. Back to Lauren. Deep 3 on the way. And it's short. Hey.
I like it.
I'd take it too. She just hit the last one, so.
Just she was about a foot inside there, and that's nothing but net.
Yeah. That's a tough one from the volleyball line. 14-7, so we've actually trimmed it down to a 7-point lead with this. Now I think is where we maybe go after him a little bit, but I don't know with Jen in the foul trouble if that's what they want to do.
They're going to bring Gothrop over here to left again. She attacks to the left side.
Oh, and that was nice. A nice play by a savvy point guard, and she's only a freshman.
Yeah, she got around the bottom of our zone there, which forced our backside to come over and help.
Marley's trying to get it in. This is going to have to go up. They're going to say off of Lauren and back to Daleville. We'll see. I would assume they're going to get it into Gothrop. She's going to give another. I'd probably pick her up right there at that volleyball line.
Yeah, good job, Emily. Jenna's coming out.
She's going to heave this thing, and that looks pretty good. Ooh. And that's how it'll end at halftime. 16 for Daleville, 7 for Wes-Del. We'll take a short break and be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
And welcome back here. We're about 1:15 away from the second half of the Daleville Wes-Del girls game. It's 16-7, the Broncos lead. And after this, stay with us because it'll be the second half, which is the boys game. JV team's already played. The boys lost. It was their first game of the year this year, and the boys lost a heartbreaker by 3. And the girls don't have a JV team, so we didn't have that. There's your update. Anything you guys have that you'd like to add?
I think looking at this first half, you'd really like to see our girls go back to that trapping zone. Daleville's averaging a little over 23 turnovers a game, so you got to think that we can maybe give them some fits like we did that first half or that first quarter and get some runouts. Especially, you saw first half we struggled a little bit in the half court against their zone, getting some good quality shots. So maybe trying to get some runouts into some layups will be our best bet here.
Coach Hanson?
No, I agree, and I think Cox has got to keep shooting it. I know she passed up some that sometimes the best offense is a missed shot, which allows Anderson and Luzader and some of our inside players to get a putback. So I think it's going to be a great finish here, though.
It's going to be Wes-Del ball coming out. And as we mentioned, Ashley Fouch is on paper the girls' head coach and boys' head coach, along with now the athletic director. But I've seen Joe Wrench do a lot of the coaching. Makes sense. It's a lot to do for one person. So Coach Wrench has been doing a lot of the coaching here with the girls. And the Warriors now trying to work things around. Back in that zone are the Broncos. And they're going to call Jenna Love on the line. So, do you anticipate seeing either team come out of that zone, either one of you guys?
You see Wes-Del go into that trap here that we talked about. So hopefully this is something we can see for a little bit.
That and one of the points I was going to talk about here for a second, it looks like she's checking in now, is Riley Lozader is not on the court to start this half, but it looks like she must be okay because she's coming in.
That one's off, a quick shot, and Lauren Cox has a rebound. So it was a successful stop there for the Warriors. Now we have a turnover. That was Smith who couldn't handle it. Now here's Johnson.
Good rebound by Aiden Smith there on the miss.
Well, we've got to take advantage of these missed shots and try to get a score here. Love catches and uses the dribble. Now it's over to Cox. Kenzie Anderson now puts it right over to Love. Quickly up to Lauren Cox. And Lauren trying to, really not looking to shoot. She's got Gothrop right in her face. There's Harold with it, and they're going to get her for shuffling the pivot foot. And just as you said, Lozader was not in the starting lineup for the second half, but she's now in, and it looks like she'll be playing the top of this trap.
Yeah, they're going to start out the 1-3-1 half-court trap.
And Gothrop taking her time, gets it over the top of that first trap, but Johnson shuffles her feet a little bit, but they didn't say she had control. It's worked a couple times. That one out to Lozader and ends up being a perfect pass. And she scores. And it's 16-9 with a little bit of a lucky bounce that worked out for the Warriors. Oh, don't leave Gothrop. And it worked out. Shots off. So Gothrop, if I'm looking correctly, and then I'm just using the stats in my head, I do not believe she's hit a 3 tonight. She's had a lot of chances, but I don't think she's had one go down. So now we've got it back to a 7-point lead. Warriors with a skip there to Cox. Cox tried to shovel it inside to Lozader. It's loose. Kenzie Anderson has it.
Yes.
She comes out with it.
Great
and a timeout. The Goose. Ed Giesman gets the timeout there. 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you. So far, if you're looking at that, the extended zone trap seems to be working. They're getting some quick shots, not going down, and they're getting the rebound.
Yeah, I agree. And Kinsey right there is bringing a lot of energy this half to start here. So that was a great job of getting on the floor. She does a great job in the back of the 1-3-1 to anticipate and use her athletic ability back there. So we talked about it in the halftime. Coach Knuckles we got to run out to start here. So just got to see if we can continue this.
you'd like to see him try to force that ball out of Gothrop's hand a little bit for those traps. She seems to be able to handle it a little bit more than some of their other guards.
I would agree. I'm still a little nervous that she's going to start finding those threes to fall, and I don't want that to be in the fourth because we might be able to close this gap and be in this game, and that would be the worst thing that could happen is hers start going down.
Another, we'll see why it looks like they're trying to screen the middle more. Oh.
Throwing it over Johnson's probably not going to work.
Yeah.
She seems to, can't leave the ball. And she lost it. We'll take advantage now. Lizader in a lot of traffic.
Good job right there, handling the ball.
Skip pass to Love. Love trying to get it inside Aiden Smith, but the Broncos cutting that off pretty well. Now she gets it to her. Ooh, they had the dump down. They find her, and they score.
Great pass there all around.
Boys, it's under 6 now. It's a 5-point ball game. This is the smallest lead Daleville's had probably 2 quarters. And a turnover. Johnson loses it, and Cox has it. And here come the Warriors trying to cut into that 5-point lead even more. Kenzie Anderson looks to skip to Love. Love lets a 3 go. It's going to be off, and they're going to get Smith on a foul. That'll be her 3rd. That's going to be a interesting decision for Coach Giesman.
Number 22, Aiden Smith.
Aiden she constantly plays hard. There's really only one gear, and when that happens, sometimes you get those fouls. They're just hustle fouls. Can't really fault her. Gothrop, and there's a steal by Love. Love's got it now in transition. She goes up and knocked out of bounds by Gothrop. So let's see what they call here. I will tell you this much. I was able to go back in history here a little bit and let you know that Gothrop's dad, I went to school with him when we were younger and played baseball with him. And he was a heck of an athlete. And you can see that in her, and you can see it in her brother, who I believe, is he still at Ball State?
Correct, yes. He's at Ball State as a pitcher.
So it's an athletic family, and she's a gamer. You can see it. A lot of people coaching them up here in the gym tonight. Cox just misses it.
Good shot.
Good look.
I think Coach Giesman's the head coach, but I think there's about 20 coaches in the stands tonight. Not typical.
No.
Guys, you're not used to that. You've been coaches before. That's not typical in Indiana high school basketball. You're born in Indiana, you know everything about the game.
Yeah, and if you were on Twitter today, Coach Woodson's feeling that today. So
that's a nice pass.
Yes.
And a great score. And that's going to be a timeout for Daleville as the Warriors have cut it to 3. It's a full timeout. And we're going to take a quick audio break here. We'll be back with you shortly on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
And we're back here. So I want to break that down for you guys at home, all of the fans. A little adjustment that Coach Hansen and Coach Knuckles were talking about against that zone, and it's about where we're locating Lizader now. So kind of explain what they're trying to do, and it seems to be working for the Warriors.
Well, Coach Giesman, in the early part of the game, we talked about Raven getting at the high post, and here to start this third quarter, she's more along the baseline, the short corner to the block, and they're using Smith and Anderson to play the high post and throwing it down on the block.
and she's sealing down there and getting on the inside for the score. So that's why you have two coaches sitting up here, and they've got a quick shot. We've got to get those rebounds. McFall quickly. Gothrop sometimes looks like she shuffles her feet a little bit to me.
It's a quick.
They're trying to get her left, but the Warriors doing a good job to cut her off at the top. It's over to Johnson. Johnson tries to get it inside to McFall, and it's knocked away by Aiden Smith. You're not going to find a ton of things in the stat columns for Aiden Smith. A lot of rebounds. She doesn't score a ton, but what she does do is the little deflections and the little things that end up mattering throughout the game. That one knocked away by Lauren Cox. The crowd here excited about that. I'm worried about Mr. Producer. He's trying to work on something over here, and I feel like we don't have enough space for him to work. Cox has it now. That one off of Aiden Smith right into the hands of Kenzie Anderson. Skip pass to Love. Love, quick shots off, and it's out of bounds off of Aiden Smith's hand.
Everybody's getting on the edge of their seats.
It's a 3-point ball game with 3:15 to go, and everybody is getting a little bit stressed out.
Yeah, Jim's filling up. It's good to see everybody.
Number 2, McKenna Corbin back in the ball game. She's taking place of Amara McFall, so freshman for senior. I do think Raven's causing a lot of trouble here for Gothrop, and then Robert Voss is going to call that. Well, old Bobby could have called that any time, and we're going to call it now.
Luckily, it's only her second.
Trying to clean it up a little bit, trying to keep the hands off. And right away, Gothrop tries to take advantage of it with a skip. I believe that was a skip pass. There's Corbin around the corner, and a great rebound by Aiden Smith. And he's got a foul. I was concerned we were going to get a travel, but he got a foul out of that.
Looks like they called it on Maddie Etchison.
That's her second. Here comes Raven Lazatter with it. Kenzie Anderson now, crossover again, gets inside the paint. Now a little bit of trouble. Love, had Aiden Smith right there, but
one adjustment. Now you're seeing the Broncos. That's in this possession. That's got to be a travel.
That's got to be a travel. Got to be a travel, and we got a foul. So that's not exactly.
Yeah, they let that play too long. That should have either been a jump ball or a travel. It's got to be one or the other.
Rare to see an official get it wrong in Indiana.
The Broncos in that possession went to a box and one. They were shadowing Lauren Cox, and they had their box. We'll see if they stay to that.
This game is getting tight. That looked like a jump ball, but they're letting them play tonight. Gothrop's got it.
Good hands right there by Smith.
Going up by Gothrop, and that one is off. Crowd giving her a little bit of grief over that. Student section's up. It's a good basketball game. So it's got the crowd into it. 3-point difference. Gothrop again. That one off. Long rebound goes to Jenna Love. And they're going to call Robert Voss eyes like an eagle.
Yeah, great effort there by Jenna. Still 16-13. I believe we started at halftime. It was 16-7.
Gothrop again. And that's a long rebound. Raven Lazatter has it. Lost it. Has it again. Now Aiden Smith has it. Robert Voss almost called something. And now we're back to Corbin. Corbin carries it.
I was going to say, it's got to call something right
there. That
was
a mixed bag of things that could have been called that weren't called.
I can tell you, this is setting up to be a great, fun fourth quarter.
It's going to be a what they call a barn burner.
And they're staying in there. You can see right here a box and one again.
Kenzie Anderson, they trying to make sure she doesn't get the hot hand that she had. Oh, nice quick pass into Smith. Raven Lazatter with the rebound. They've got Robert Voss has got a foul.
Daleville foul on number 24, Addison Gothrop.
And that's on Gothrop. That's going to be her second. Rosatter will be at the line. Has 2 shots. You got to get a little bit more air under that, a little bit more touch.
Yeah, she's 0 for 3 tonight from the free throw line.
That's why Coach Knuckles is down there. He's the stat man.
Yeah, 53% shooter on the year.
Well, then we got to say this one's going to go. I mean, she's 53. This one's in. There you go.
It's a numbers game.
It's down to 2 with 1:20 to go in the third. And that's a steal by Love, and we're going to get a foul. You are absolutely. I think he has a look on his face like he regrets everything he just did. He's going to go with it, but I feel like he regrets it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great play by Jen Love right there. I mean, did she kind of barely bump her, but they kind of let it go all game. We're almost in the third.
Daleville's been held to nothing here in the third quarter. And steal by Kenzie Anderson. The Warriors now. Anderson handles it nicely. Gets it into Lazatter, and we've got I thought we had a tie ball game. Just missed it. Here comes the freshman Corbin with it over to Gothrop. Gothrop's going to pull from way outside. Lazatter has the rebound out to Cox, and we've got 40 seconds, and the Warriors have the ball. Chance to tie.
That's got to be a foul. I was about to say, if we're going to call the other one, then.
Looks like in this box of 1, they're putting Lazatter back in that high post just because they have those 2 extra girls in the bottom.
Here we go. They get a little mix up there, but they get it into Harold. Harold not looking to shoot. They're giving her some room, and it's stolen away by Daleville. Now here comes Gothrop on the left side, going to the basket, and scores. That's the first 2, and then there's a steal by Johnson. And she missed the shot, but that's the first 2 points in this quarter for Daleville, and it extends the lead to 4. 18-14, still going to be one heck of a fourth quarter we're in store for.
Well, and Coach Giesman here, this is an adjustment we're going to have to make, is they're really taking Lauren away from the ball, so it's forcing some other people to handle the ball a little bit more.
Somebody's going to have to shoot this. And right there, Jenna Love almost gets it to go. So after 3 quarters, it's Daleville 18, Wes-Del 14. We'll be back here shortly on the Wes-Del Sports Network. I take that back, folks. We had a foul called there at the shot by Jenna Love. So Jenna Love will be at the line at the end of the third quarter. She has 2 shots. First one's up and good. I'll tell you, there's nothing more difficult than to stand on the line by yourself and have to shoot free throws. And she got 1 of 2, which will help. So now it is the end of the third, and it's Daleville 18, Wes-Del 15, and we'll be back on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
And we're back here, Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, Kay Saunders Court, as they are celebrating 3 quarters here. We've got a good student section. We've got one more quarter of a heated Mid-Eastern Conference contest. And it's going to be Daleville ball here starting the fourth quarter. Final 8 minutes of this varsity girls basketball game. Daleville 1-9, Wes-Del 1-10. Someone's going to be 2 wins on the season. That one partially blocked, and Raven Lazatter with the rebound. A lot of momentum right now on Wes-Del's side. Lazatter out to Kinsey Anderson. Anderson looks corner, gets it inside to Raven. Raven trying to find a little lane there. Taken away by Daleville. Here's Gothrop with it. And they got her for a travel. Coach Hansen saw it. And here comes Aiden Smith. We saw her go to the locker room. And she's back now. But we did see her go to the locker room there late in the quarter. Ooh. I'm having trouble handling it. This is trouble. Gothrop out and open. And she'll score it.
Addison Gothrop.
Gothrop now has their last 4 points, and they're both been in a fast break layup. And that's not good for the Warriors. They need to get back into this thing. They're down 5. It was a 2-point ball game. Anderson misses. Lazatter with the rebound. She's down. Jump ball. And that's going to be Wes-Del's ball. What are they doing right now that we've talked about it? They're just taking Lauren Cox completely. Johnson is just completely denying her.
Yeah, they're in a box and one completely, so they got the other 4. Oh, nice.
Nice play. They got a timeout by Coach Giesman. That's going to be a full timeout. Yeah. So as we talk this one over, what they're doing basically, Coach Hansen can tell you, is if it's called a box and one, but they're just taking Lauren completely out of the equation.
Correct. What they're doing here is they're going to make our other wing players and guards handle the ball. So you're seeing now Jenna Love and Kinsey Anderson and Kayla Harold, having to make more decisions where Lauren typically would kind of be at the top with the ball in her hands. So the other 4 are really trying to stay inside and take away Raven and Aiden. So look for Kinsey and Jenna to keep making plays.
Yeah, it's a good strategy, especially in girls basketball. Usually at the 1A level especially, a lot of teams only have 1 or 2 really consistently strong ball handlers. So if you take that out of the equation, you're going to have to ask those other guards to step up, as you said. And I think Coach Fouch and Coach Wrench are just trying to gamble there on that if we can take Cox out of it, they'll turn the ball over. So far, it's worked a couple of times, but I really think the Warriors have kind of held their own with it.
Yeah, correct. And what you're seeing is they're using Johnson on that. So really, if Lauren just goes out here and stands at the top of the key, then we can play 4-on-4 with Raven and just even really take Johnson out of it, and we have the advantage inside. So we'll see.
Playing a game of chess here between Coach Fouch and Coach Giesman. Just a game of chess, folks, trying to figure out which strategy is going to work better. And also with Raven at the top here, it's really limited Gothrop's. Ooh, she traveled that.
Yeah.
Oh. Jenna's almost there on that one. But I think Raven's length has bothered Gothrop also. Oh, that was a nice pass, but the shot's off. And Aiden Smith, again, that's what she does best. She's a rebounder. Here's Raven with a full head of steam. She kicks it out to Love. Back in. Raven turns left shoulder. It's up and it's good. Lazatter cuts it to 1, and hold on to your breadsticks and your caramel corn. This one's getting close. 6:05 to go. Johnson with probably her most athletic move of the game and answers. You can tell she played some basketball against her brother because that was very similar to some of the moves he put on in the boys' game. Now Kinsey Anderson, nice shot, gets her own rebound. Trying to rip it out of there, and we've got a jump ball.
It's a good shot there by Kinsey. It was a good drive. She got there, just missed it, but it's a great look.
Really seeing both Raven Lazatter and Johnson, doing their part here in the fourth. 2 really good players that are, looks like Johnson's took a shot there to the ribs, I believe. She's kind of holding her stomach. Gothrop still almost did a pullback 3 there. Rebound inside to Raven Lizatter. Good block out by Cox.
Yes.
And now the ball does get into Lauren Cox's hands. Not a chance for Johnson to deny her. Jenna Love gets it to Raven Lizatter inside to Smith. Smith up with it. Rebound by Anderson. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Daleville foul number 30, Emma Voss.
Kinsey Anderson going to the line. She'll have 2. Not sure exactly what her free throw percentage is this year, but we'll look that up.
She's 40% on the season.
40%. I wanted that to be higher. But I'm going to say she makes this one. 22-19. I told you. It's a 2-point ball game, 22-20. Daleville with the ball and the lead. But the Warriors have fought back and had a great second half. Ooh. That's the best thing that could happen. We got to come up with that loose ball. It's I don't know about that one.
Yeah, no, I think he missed it.
That would be.
That's a tough angle probably from where he was to see that. But
yeah, I mean right there on the line where he's supposed to be in position. That's a tough one to see. I agree with you, Coach Hansen. There's Gothrop, and she's inside. Misses off. It's batted around, and that's got to be a travel. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they got to get.
Oh, we got a timeout.
Which that
saved Aiden Smith from a foul, but I think it should have been a travel anyway.
Yeah.
Is that a full or a 30?
It's a 30.
Looks like a 30, so we'll stay here. Well, 22-20, and this first game of this boy-girl doubleheader has lived up to the billing.
Yeah, we talked about it. I think it's going to be a great finish. And both teams now, the Warriors, Coach Giesman has 2 timeouts left, and Coach Wrench and the Broncos just have 1 left. So obviously free throw shooting and timeouts are going to be something to kind of keep an eye on as we finish.
Yeah, I noticed that. They don't come from the Coach McLaughlin school of timeouts. He usually has 5 in the fourth quarter. Tell you what, he didn't need to use one last night when Wapahani buried 8 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Yeah, they didn't miss.
That was tough. Hopefully Daleville doesn't have that hot hand tonight against us. That ball is loose, but not out of there. Maybe a jump ball. Nope. Johnson has it now, and she's... Here comes Gothrop with a nice drive, and just off. Now Raven Lizatter has it. Here come the Warriors. It's into Lauren Cox's hand.
Oh, shoot it.
He's going to take a 3.
Good
Bang.
shot.
Top of the key, 3-pointer by Lauren Cox. Johnson shut her down most of this half. She says, I'll get it, take it in on my own, and we've got the lead, 23-22. And Kay Saunders Court came alive on that shot. Inside, steal by Anderson. Ball is loose. Lauren's got it. Taken away, we got a jump ball. We got 2 players down, and good sportsmanship by everybody, helping everyone up.
Coach Stacy says it'll be Warrior ball.
I almost thought Coach Wrench was going to take a timeout. That would have been his last one. I don't think he wants to do that yet. Raven Lizatter, and Johnson is completely denying Kinsey Anderson. I don't think he can get up. But she technically didn't have the ball.
I don't think
the
she
ball
had
was
it.
on the ground, and she just stood up. I don't know that that's a travel.
No,
But I've been wrong before. There we go. Daleville has it. Gothrop with just under 4 minutes to play here. And the Warriors with their first lead, I believe, of the ball game. Gothrop, if that one goes, it's trouble. And it's out, and Lauren Cox has a rebound over to Jenna Love. Jenna Love looks and surveys the court. Aiden Smith wide open. Off. And we got an over the back, I believe.
Yeah, good job by Raven Lizatter right there, crashing the boards. It's going to be the 6th team foul on the Broncos.
Daleville foul on number 24, Addison Gothrop.
Be the 3rd on Gothrop.
Gothrop's got 3. 3:35 to go. Let's see if we can. Gonna have to get that ball in. They do to Cox. Cox gets it to Aiden Smith. Smith gets it down low, back to Cox. Another three on the way. Got it! Lauren Cox with two of the biggest threes of her career so far. And the Warriors lead by 4. And what a way to do it for these girls in front of a pretty packed house there. They're going to get a foul on Kinsey Anderson, I believe.
I think she was losing her balance. She did bump her, which they got to call that one. But
it's going to be the 15th team foul for the Warriors. 3:13 now. Daleville really largest lead for Wes-Del. Daleville, she just changed her pivot foot about 4 times. That one blocked, and rebound is to Aiden Smith. I think we need to, well, what do I know? Well, I don't know what I was trying to. I thought we needed to slow down, but then I also thought she got fouled. I don't know.
Coach Giesman did put the brakes on. He was telling them to kind of slow down, be patient.
I like the zone. It's taking up some time. We want some long possessions here. We don't want Gothrop to hit any threes.
Yeah, you want to extend her. Raven's out there on her. That's good.
It's
their 2 main threats are.
Oh, there's Corbin, the freshman, and she banks that in. McKenna Corbin, the freshman, gets her first few points here and then cuts it to 1. Warriors need to remember they're in the lead here, but a quick shot by Kinsey Anderson.
And taken away. Oh, I was going to say, I thought
Raven Lazatter had a steal.
Yes, I thought they were going to let that play out. She was just going to take it and score it.
2 timeouts for Wes-Del, only 1 for Daleville. It's a 1-point ball game, 2:20 on the clock here. Somebody's going to be a victor and somebody's going to be heartbroken. She can't dribble. She just Gothrop, nice drive. That's a Euro step. Just missed it, gets her own rebound. Back out to Corbin. He's got the hot hand. Buries it. That's a 2-pointer, so it's a 1-point lead. She has their last 5 points by the freshman. And now, steal by Johnson. Johnson, Cox is right there with her. Johnson up, misses it. And now they're going to call a shooting foul, and right now it is, if I can be honest with you, it's all McKenna Corbin, the freshman. She's had the 3 and then the 2 and erased the lead that the Warriors had. Now she's at the line trying to extend it.
McKenna Corbin will shoot 2.
Corbin hits the first one. So she has single-handedly in the last 6 points for the Broncos, given them the lead. This could be a 3-point lead. And it's in and out. Lazatter with the rebound. Here comes Jenna Love with it. Over to Kinsey Anderson. Anderson has it. Into Lazatter. Back out to Smith. Aiden with a 3 on the way. And she buries it.
And the crowd is getting into it. We got 1:30 left.
Aiden Smith with one of the biggest baskets of her career. Knocked away. No. I was going to say, I thought that was knocked away by the Warriors. It's going to stay Bronco ball. 1:23 to go. It's 29-28. Warriors take the lead back on Aiden Smith's 3-pointer. It's a big shot by Aiden. It's a senior. Oh, Gothrop. This would be the first one, and she got it. We said all night long that one of them was going to go, and she finally got the one that I didn't want. Quick skip here, and Jenna Love lost it. Out of bounds. It's 1:06 to go. A 2-point ball game. Timeout. Coach Giesman. As they take a full timeout, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here for the last minute in this barn burner of an MEC contest. Warriors trail by 2 on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. king.
And what an environment for these girls from both Daleville and Wes-Del, as we see the band, the cheerleaders, really everything is just exciting for both teams, and on top of that, they're playing well.
Yeah, it looks like the Warriors here and Coach Giesman is going to go to more of a full court.
Both coaches have one touch. Steal by Anderson. Right off the inbound, she gets her own rebound though and pulls it out. That had some Larry Bird action to it.
That's a great anticipation there.
That was the old, I'm dating myself, but Larry Bird stealing it against the Pistons. Kenzie Anderson has it now, looks to drive, and there's a foul called.
Oh, 1-on-1.
We're going to have a one-on-one. Kenzie Anderson was at the volleyball line when they were getting ready to reverse that ball, and she closed in so fast.
She's got just a little bit under the rim,
yes.
Just a hair too far.
But she was going so fast she couldn't put on the brakes almost. She got underneath there. So now she's got 2. 40% free throw shooter. That one's off. Anderson almost fouls on the rebound. Might have been one there. Steal by Jenna Love all the way to the basket. And it's good. And one. Jenna Love with a steal. 2 big plays by Kenzie Anderson and Jenna Love. And this time Jenna cashes in the layup, and she's got a free throw to make this one a 1-point lead with 46 seconds to go. The gym, student section's up. That one's off. Raven Lazatter with the rebound. Lazatter back up with it, and she's fouled. And somehow the clock didn't move.
Well, everybody's getting caught up in the game.
I will not get on Coach Stacy, but somehow the clock didn't move. There is a great deal of excitement in the gym, and Raven misses the first one.
Deep breath here. Everybody kind of relax a little bit. Calm the nerves.
If she makes this one, it will be a 1-point game, and it is. Crowd erupts.
Each team has 1 timeout left, and looks
like that's going to be a foul on Jenna Love, and that's really nothing she could do. She came up for the steal, and Gothrop just was moving forward, so now you're going to have free throws for Gothrop, I believe.
Wes-Del foul on number 21, Jenna Love.
You can't fault Jenna Love for that foul. She was going after the steal. That is her 4th, though. Gothrop. It's off, and Raven Lazatter has the rebound. They're going to have to foul. Good timeout by Coach Giesman.
It was, and I think he was going to call the foul. It looked like a foul, not a jump ball, but.
And so we're going to stay with you. It's a full timeout. We'll talk through this 42.6. As Coach Giesman goes into the huddle, guys, we'll start with Coach Hansen. What does he need to emphasize? Last timeout, he's got to tell them a lot in this timeout. What's he talking?
Well, the first thing is you got to get it in right here. You got to anticipate full court pressure from the Broncos. Take care of the ball. I wouldn't anticipate them fouling right away, but you don't want to try to have a live ball turnover. I think that's the biggest thing. If you're going to turn it over, be strong with it, but you don't want a live ball turnover that can just turn to a layup.
Coach Knuckles, if you'll look on there, and maybe who would we want to get the ball to if we're looking free throws percentage-wise? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but
if we're looking for free throws, we're wanting it to get to Lauren Cox or Riley Lazatter.
Okay. So those are the 2. I would assume that in this situation, you could do a couple of different things. The first thing, get it in. I would think you're trying to screen and get Lauren open, get her the ball. Maybe have Raven take it out so she steps back in. You can get it right back to her. Either way, what we just did is exactly what Daleville wants to do, right? They want to get that steal and a quick layup.
It looks like they're not gonna come full court. They're going to go to their 1-3-1. So it looks like Johnson's at the top here, and they're going to trap.
So they're gonna let this roll out a little bit. If I'm the Warriors, I don't get in a rush here. And that's exactly what they want right there. And that's a foul by Gothrop, no call. Ball's loose. Raven Lazatter all alone, and the layup's good. Don't foul. And there was a foul called now, and I think they're going to get Lauren Cox.
Wes-Del foul on number 24, Lauren Cox.
It's going to be 1-1. I don't know if.
And I don't know what happened there, and Coach Wrench is not happy. I don't know I didn't miss what he's upset about.
I think he was looking for a travel on that last trap there by the Broncos.
And I thought it was a foul. Gothrop misses, rebound. Raven Lazatter, they've got a fouler. They don't. Slow down, girls. They got to foul you. Easy, hold on to it.
Oh,
back
nice
into
pass.
Lazatter up and good. That should seal it for the Warriors.
Get back, no fouls. Get back.
And a three on the way by Johnson, and it's off. Gothrop's got it. Three on the way. It won't matter. Warriors win a big game at home, 36-31, and what a great scene for our girls. And a big week, 2 wins.
Yes, great job. Exciting finish right there. Great job. Energy in the gym. Kept the composure. Made enough plays down the stretch. And that's an exciting win.
Hopefully we can get maybe 1 or 2 of the girls to come up and talk to us. That was a big win here at home. I believe that was our first conference win. Is that correct?
First conference win of the season.
Well, there you have it, 36-31. Daleville falls to the Warriors at home in the first game. And look at the boys running over there to congratulate the girls.
Yes, great to see that as well.
And now Coach our boys will have one, and we'll have Coach Giesman's over there clapping with the student section. You gotta like it. We'll see if we can get one of the girls to come out here and talk to us. We may or may not, but if you're watching at home, you had a thriller. Came down to the end. Raven Lazatter tough down the stretch and gave the Warriors the win, 36-31. We'll take a short break and we'll be back here, hopefully with one of the girls, maybe a couple of them, and then we'll have the boys game on tap. So stay with us here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
All right, we're back here after a thrilling 36-31 win by our Wes-Del varsity girls team. I'm being joined now by Coach Giesman, and he's had a heck of a week. So 2 wins in this week. So you go from a stretch of 0-10 to now you've turned 2 wins around. And that I bet you that locker room was just exciting.
Yeah.
How is it in there right now?
Well, it was awful loud, I can tell you that. And I tell you what, I was so proud of this team. They didn't quit.
Well, yeah. I mean, at one point, Coach, you were down almost, I think, 9 at one point.
Yeah.
And it was for a long time there in the first half. Really couldn't get it under about 8, maybe 7. And then in the second half, you made some adjustments, especially on the zone. One adjustment we noticed was that you were moving Raven down so she could seal the bottom of the zone, and you're getting Aiden Smith or Kenzie Anderson the ball high post. They turn quick and they look inside. That was an adjustment. Did you feel that really turned things around?
Yeah, that was our turning point. We talked about that in the locker room. Was the fact is Aiden has to be up high with Kenzie or even Jen to look at Aiden or Raven underneath. But Aiden was the one was the key behind all of it, because she had to screen for Raven first and then come up high. And then another thing is, I know we made some turnovers with Kenzie driving, whatever. But the only way we're going to be able to get this to work where our post players is involved, like Raven, is to get Kenzie start driving. And you know, be honest with you, we just haven't had enough girls in practice to be able to work on stuff like this. And I told the girls, this is where we practice at, is in the game. And they made a great adjustment the third quarter. And Raven went out there and just took over, and that's what we count on that senior. And I told the seniors, it's about time you guys step up.
Yeah.
And they did.
And they did. Speaking of those seniors, Aiden Smith with a huge three-pointer. She had several huge rebounds. And Aiden's always in foul trouble because that's the type of player she is. She's always playing hard. She gets those hustle fouls. So in the first half, you had a little bit of foul trouble with Aiden and Jenna, and you had to go deeper into your bench. And again, you haven't had those girls at practice. So I felt like you weathered the storm pretty good there. Were you pretty happy with the bench players for just weathering that storm?
They understand their role. They're super girls on the bench. If you'd watch them, they was up cheering and everything. But when I need them to go in to spell somebody like Aiden, who's been sick all week, and we wasn't too sure we was even going to have her today, and just giving her a spell left and right when she was in foul trouble. You know, Taylor did a great job coming in there, and even Marley stepped in there. And, you know, she hadn't played basketball that much for the last couple years, and she played a big role just because it saved our girls from having to be in there and pick up their third foul. So great job on the bench. Great job.
There in the fourth quarter, 2 big steals. Kenzie Anderson anticipates, and I'm telling you, Coach, she was at the volleyball line, and she saw that ball being reversed on the press and got there. Now, she got there a little too fast. She got so fast she got under the basket a little bit on that layup. That almost went. But then right after that, Jenna Love makes a huge steal and gets the and one and ended up missing I believe she missed the free throw, but she had that layup that was huge. And then after that, you had a jump ball situation where really it was just up for grabs, and Raven comes out of there with it and comes in and has probably 2 of the biggest baskets there late to extend it. So really, you know, you never gave up. How exciting is it for the girls to be in this atmosphere? We talk a lot about boys basketball in the state of Indiana, but this proved tonight being a boy-girl doubleheader, and the girls getting to play first. The student section was packed. They were in it every minute there at the end. The band's playing. The cheerleaders are here. I bet you that felt good for the girls. How did it feel for you?
Yeah, it felt great for me, and with our group over there, that student section, they was just so awesome tonight, and it kept our girls drilling going all the time, and they kept telling me on the bench about how these students over there was getting them fired up, and I had to hold them back because really they went out there and if you notice there, they would start running the ball up instead of running our offense and get it to Raven or Aiden underneath. We just kind of got out of our game plan. That was run our offense, let the defense come to us, but the pep club over there and the fans, my gosh, the fans was great all night, and I wish we had more of these.
Yeah.
It's just great.
I understand, you know, being the 2 years that I coached girls basketball, how important it is to have a crowd like this. But, boy, if I can tell you anything, you did not disappoint, Coach. You brought a good product out there tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want you to go in there and celebrate it more and walk around and make sure everybody sees you. But the last thing I want to leave you with is it says a lot about Wes-Del to watch that boys basketball team run over there and, get with all the girls and excited.
Yes.
That whole boys team's waiting to run out but they took the time to run all the way across the court and celebrate with you. But that's the relationship you have with Coach McLaughlin and that team.
And, I enjoy watching no matter what sport here at Wes-Del. This is a great community, great high school, and it all starts with our board members, our administrators, you, Coach. I mean, it's awesome here, and that's what I love about coming over here. I knew what I was coming into. Bunch of great people in this community, and tonight was a prime example. What a Indiana high school basketball game tonight, and we're going to see another good one tonight. With the boys. So
go celebrate.
All right.
Thanks for coming in and talking to us, and congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Coach Giesman, and he just got his second win of the week. And we're going to take a short break here now after talking with Coach. And we'll be back with you here shortly, about 13 minutes of warm-up. We'll be back here probably in about 8 minutes to get started on the boys' game. So stay with us here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Warrior fans, to the second game of this doubleheader. This is the boys game. Same two teams, Daleville versus Wes-Del. A thrilling victory if you are just tuning in for our girls, 36-31 over Daleville. Had a great post-game conversation with Coach Giesman. If you were unable and you're just tuning in to the boys game, go back tonight, watch the girls game over again. It was a good game, a great one to watch, great atmosphere. Coach had a lot of good things to say, but now we shift gears here to the boys. We have Daleville coming in. What's some things you can tell us maybe record-wise? I know we've got Coach Knuckles down there with the stats. What's their record coming in, and really what are we looking to watch out for? I'll leave that up to both you and Coach Hanson.
Daleville's 3-4 on the season, 1-3 for conference. A big thing for them tonight, they got a couple of guys out. Merrick Adams, who's their leading scorer, averaging 12.5 points a game and 6 rebounds a game, is out. And they also have Coleman Newsom that's out tonight. He's a big, one of their big guys. So it's going to see how they can adapt to playing with a couple extra guys.
Coach Hanson, you know a little bit about Daleville. I mean, you at one time were the head coach.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's something we need to look for here?
Well, I think one of the things will be early on is with, like you said, Adams being out. The two kids that I think for them that for the Warriors tonight will be keep an eye on is Scott, Dylan Scott, who is a 6'3" senior, and also then Carson Buck, who is another 6'3" senior. Those two guys, I think, offensively for the Broncos tonight will be the two. Again, without Adams, look for Scott to really make a mark on this game.
We'll switch real quick for Coach Knuckles. Coach, leading for us coming into this one, I'm going to assume Josiah Love is probably our leading scorer coming in, and probably followed by, I'm going to guess, Corbin Price.
Yeah, Love's leading us with about 15 a game. Then we got 3 or 4 Warriors right there with Pretorius averaging 9 and at 9.5. Corbin Price is at 7.7 and Trey Adams at 8.1. So really a handful of guys up there that can score on any given night for us.
And we're getting ready here after you hear some great stats there from Coach Knuckles and some great insight from Coach Hanson. We're getting ready for the starting lineups. Always difficult to talk over, so we're going to go ahead and as we get into those, we're going to let you listen in to the voice of Wes-Del High School, Biff Wilson.
Johnson Gymnasium, K. Saunders Court, for tonight's second featured varsity game. The Daleville Broncos versus your Wes-Del Warriors. Let's meet the Broncos. Their roster includes number 3, Adrian Smith. Number 11, Ethan Colvin. Number 23, Riley. Number 24, Zion Ricker. Number 40, Joel Reyes. And number 43, Caleb Scheffler. Starting tonight for the Broncos, a 5'5" sophomore guard, number 1, Noah Colvin. A 6'3" senior guard, number 5, number 12, Dylan Romine. A 6' junior forward, number 15, Logan Leach. And a 6'3" senior forward, number 21, Carson Buck. The Broncos are coached by Ashley Fouch. Warrior fans, get on your feet.
Starting lineups for the Warriors. Always a fun time here at Richard D. Johnson Gymnasium. Great job by the drum line there, led by Dr. Driscoll, band director. Great atmosphere, great student crowd, student section. They're getting excited. It's going to be Corbin Price. And it looks like he's jumping it up against number 15, Logan Leach. Here we go. Coach Hanson, Coach Knuckles, we're ready to roll. Warriors with the tip. It's back to Trey Adams, and he'll be guarded by Colvin. And a big-time screen by Travis Bunch. And here comes Josiah Love to the basket. And it's just a little strong, and that ball is now out and out to the Broncos.
Great take there by Love. It looked like the Broncos started out in a man-to-man defense, and same with the Warriors.
And here it is in the hands back to, that's Romine, number 12. No relation, I don't believe, to Mr. Producer. The shot's up and off, and rebound, though, by Dylan Scott. No, excuse me, Logan Leach, and that's the first two of the ball game by Leach. Looks like both teams, coach, are in a man-to-man right now. Josiah Love now over to Cade Pretorius. Pretorius puts it on the floor, but cannot get around. Very physical defense now. Both teams are being able to play. Colvin now gets the steal. Cade Pretorius from behind. And Colvin with the basket. It's a 4-0 lead by the Broncos. Wes-Del needs to settle down a little bit, get a little bit more into their offense, Coach.
Yeah, and you talked about it early on here. First couple possessions there, letting them play. Physical, another great screen by Travis Bunch. Good floater by Josiah Love, but they're letting them play, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, I'd like to see it stay this way. Here's Romine with it now. Into the corner, and that is number 21. That's Carson Buck. Back to Romine. Romine pulls a three. It's going to be long and hit the wire, and that'll be turned over to Wes-Del. So I think right now you're seeing some good screening from Travis Bunch to open up a few of these Warriors. We'll see how long the Broncos stay in the man-to-man. And we've got an official's timeout. The clock never started, so they're going to run off 5 seconds. And the Warriors will take it outside out. Colvin's got Adams. That's his assignment. And here it is over to Cade Pretorius running off that screen. Ball screen, three on the way. And it rolls around, and good block out, but
great effort in there by Travis Bunch and Corbin Price to keep that ball alive, and it's going to be Warrior ball underneath.
And they'll be running their diamond out-of-bounds play. And they find Pretorius with it. He takes it over his left shoulder, but it's a little strong. They're going to get Travis Bunch over the back. Travis Bunch, and it's something similar we talked about with Aiden Smith, the senior for the girls. Travis is a hustler and strong player, so he's going to get a lot of contact in the hustling foul category. Colvin has it now for the Broncos, brings it back up to Romine. It looks like they're looking, and here's a three on the way, and that's off. And they've got it hitting the wire again. That three was Dylan Scott. He's a senior. I believe Scott was out perhaps a couple of games back with an ankle injury. You see him wearing the brace there. Love turns the corner, gets a lot of contact, can't hit that. I'll be honest with you, though, he's got to take that maybe one more dribble a little stronger to get that call. Same thing for Colvin, nothing there. Out to 21, that is Carson Buck, the senior, for three. And right now, Daleville is setting the pace of this game, Coach.
Yes, they are. And again, another great screen by Travis Bunch right there. Josiah, great takes.
Here's Corbin Price, one dribble, and it's on the way. It's long. Josiah with the rebound. He can't get that to fall. Great block out again. Now we have a third rebound, and up. Josiah Love's going to go to the line and shoot two.
I really like our aggressiveness early on here. I really feel like we have an advantage underneath. We have a strength advantage. Josiah Love doing a great job underneath there to get position and be strong and around to the rim.
Well, Josiah Love, if I know my stats, which I don't know him as well as Coach Knuckles does over there, but if I know my stats, he's one of our better rebounding guards. I think he's close to about 5 or 6 a game.
Yeah, he's averaging a little over 4 a game for the Warriors.
Here comes substitution for Travis Bunch, and it's the typical substitution. It's Grayson Mealy. And they both have the curly hair, and they both run the same type of game. They're screeners and rebounders. Looked like a travel right there by Romine. That's taken away by Trey Adams. In transition, nice pass by Cade Pretorius. And Corbin Price is fouled by Colvin, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Corbin Price, and I will say the entire Warrior team has struggled at the foul line this year. It's a 7-4 lead for Daleville. Let's see if Price can cut into that. It's in and out. And the woes from the free throw line continue for the Warriors. It's almost like we don't practice them, but believe me, I know we do. And another miss.
Great job by Corbin.
Corbin gets underneath, and he's got to go up stronger and not fade away to get that foul call. I like this officiating crew right now, the way they're letting them play. I say that, and we're going to see how that transpires. 3, and that is Buck again. That's his second 3 of the game. And he is taking over, really, for the loss of Merrick Adams early on. Corbin Price has it, looking to get a screen. Grayson Mealy is now the screener. There's Pretorius, needs to take that to the basket. Instead, it's Josiah Love with another miss.
A good take, got there again, just one you want to see him finish.
Missing too many bunnies tonight, and I think we're just not going aggressively enough at the basket. Buck, skip pass over. Here's Leach with it. Warriors now in the man-to-man. Colvin trying to get through some people. That's loose. Corbin Price's numbers. He's going to go up, no call. And I tell you what, if I could go down there and talk to him, I'd tell him we've got to be a little bit more stronger going at the basket. We've got to and one. We've got to convert an and one. Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right. And I think what sometimes those are kind of be fouls. They're letting us play tonight, and I think we got to play through a little bit of that contact and don't just be looking to get bumped. They're letting you play.
Josiah Love at the line. He has been making his free throws. Coach, is he a pretty good free throw shooter?
Yeah, he's shooting about 66% on the season.
Probably the best one for us.
One of the top 2.
Yeah. We don't shoot much better than that. Looks like we're coming out here and a little different than the man now. Looks like we may be going to the trap. And there's a jump shot open, but hey, we'll take it. Corbin Price with the rebound, and it's off to Trey Adams. Colvin's glad they're calling out the screens after that first screen by Travis Bunch flattened him.
Yeah, and another great screen there by Grayson.
Trey Adams looking to get to the basket. He gets in, a nice drive. Yeah. Now those, Coach, are what you want.
Yes, another good strong finish there. Good take.
Colvin now lost his dribble by bobbling it. It's over to Romine. We seem to be jumping a lot. I don't know why. 3 on the way, and it's good by number 5, Dylan Scott. Dylan Scott and Buck right now seem to be the two who want to look to be the scorers. Why we're jumping on that fury, I can't figure it out. Nice back cut by Trey. Colvin takes it away. A lot of contract, but we've talked about how we're okay with that. And now they're going to call that one. And Coach McLaughlin's going to argue the contact on the other end.
Wes-Del foul on number 24, Corbin Price. Wes-Del substitution.
Corbin Price is coming out, and then Jack Rooker. So you bring in some length. I assume they'll stay in that fury with putting him at the top.
Yeah, which again is giving Colvin a little bit of fits.
Maybe.
The thing with that is we got to find Buck and Scott.
Yeah, I just said maybe because it seemed like they got it to the. We broke down a little bit there. Cade Pretorius a little deep on that one, but he drives that deep. I know he likes to do the turnaround fadeaway, but I'd like for him to just get deeper into there and try to shoot that. Here it is, Broncos swinging it around. This is Buck with it. Nice dump off down low, not handled well. Still loose. Colvin sliding all over. And there's a 3. And Buck is down. I don't know Colvin is down. I don't know exactly what happened there.
Wes-Del substitution.
Yeah, and again, we just kind of talked about it. Buck there hits the third three.
Yeah. You know, you think that they always say next guy up when someone like your leading scorer goes down, and they found that in Carson Buck. Ray Adams has it now, looking for Josiah Love, trying to work around Grayson Mealy's screen. He gets around it. Jacob Grant's inside, but can't pull down the rebound. Here comes Colvin with it. It's over to Romine on the left side, back to the top of the key now. And a little heat check.
Again, we gotta really run. Two kids we really want to run off the spot.
Well, if last night wasn't good enough for you folks with 8 3-pointers by Wapahani, Daleville now has hit at least 5. And even with a 19-8 lead, they're not satisfied with the deflection call. I don't know why we throw the ball right there every time. I'll try to do my best not to lose my mind, but Jack Rooker now has it. And a jumper on the way, and it's off. And Buck has the rebound, and this is not the quarter we wanted to start off with against Daleville. I have them for 5 threes in my head. I don't know if I'm right. I've got Buck with 4, and I think Dylan Scott with 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, Buck is 4 from 3 right now, and Scott is 1 of 3.
There it is. Mr. Math. Colvin's got it. They're going to hold maybe for the last shot here. Coach Fouch is calling out the set she wants. And Grayson Mealy's going to, now he's going to come up and try to get on him. I don't know that's the matchup we want. Yeah, I would tell you this, if he gets around him, it'll be a foul. So they want this one-on-one maybe. Nope, they give it up. Now Romine trying to turn the corner. They get it out. 3 on the way. It's off, rebounded. Still fighting for it inside. 3 seconds left. It'll go to the Warriors.
Good job by Trey Adams. Just keep fighting inside there. Buck had him with the size advantage.
Well, if you're talking Madison Grant, Eastern Hancock, Wapahani, or Daleville, you're talking about the threes that are going in. I don't know that we needed that one that early. But what do I know?
But we'll take it.
Hey, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Just one more reason why I'm sitting back up here and not on the sidelines, because I don't know a darn thing. So 19-11, the Broncos lead by 8. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second quarter here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
And we just found out that the student section did meet their goal of 100 by count, and Officer Stafford will be cheering the first quarter of the January 20th home game. So if you, that'll be one night. We understand if you don't want to watch it on live stream, you want to be here in person, because I don't know what the attire will be, but I do know this. There isn't a cheerleading uniform that's ready for him. We might have to get a seamstress. All right. Second quarter, 19-11, and there were 5 threes hit by the Broncos. Seems to be what they want to do on offense is stay around the three-point line. Is that true, Hansen?
Yes, they like to shoot them. A couple of them you really want to run off the spot.
And now we have the, let's see here, Colvin's in there, and we have pretty much same lineup, I believe. Romine's in there, Buck's in there, Scott's in there, and turnover into Jacob Grant's hands. So the Warriors have Bunch, Grant, Adams, Love, and Rooker. looking to try to get Josiah on that, and he is getting around the corner, rip that out of there.
Yeah, you'd like to see one more dribble and go up a little stronger. That's kind of just like a half hook shot floater.
Yeah. It's got a little, I don't know, it's called that the John Havlicek floater from the 50s. There's a set play for a three, and Josiah Love hits it.
Been running that since 2006. It works every time.
Yeah, I think you remember that one.
Yes.
Again, no matter how many times you scream to your guys, it seems to work once a game. It's a very simple elevator screen, and the guy just backs up. That's a travel.
It was, but again, great job by Jack to run him off the spot, make him hit those contested twos.
I can't stand how the game's gotten the filtered down of the NBA and college to where we just start letting 1-2 steps go. That's just my age. But I guess it's great for the kids. I don't know. Trey Adams with a nice jump shot real quick off of there. That's Travis. I'll tell you what. Carson Buck's doing a great job of blocking out Travis Bunch. And he wanted to pull that one right there. He's driving to the basket. And just as we said, they were letting them play. They go back and totally redeem themselves by calling a ticky-tack foul.
Surely they're not shooting. That wasn't even close. Okay, there we go.
I was going to say that I don't blame Buck for lining up. That's what you should do.
Yeah, you always want to
teach your guys to always line up and talk them into it. Here comes Travis Bunch got a second foul, so here comes Grayson Mealy, and Jack Rooker was replaced by Corbin Price. So a little different look now. Colvin has it. We've got two Colvins in there. I believe Ethan's in there now, number 11. Older brother. Colvin, the little Yanoa with the shot. Good block out by Corbin Price.
Yeah, Corbin's just got to stay physical there and really
I
block him out.
I thought Corbin had the inside position there, and I thought that Fischel would be on his team. You know, they both got red hair. I thought they stuck together. He didn't give him the call. This is a tough weekend for the Warriors to go back-to-back MEC, play Wapahani on the road, come home and have Daleville. Not only we can't leave the ball. Well, Grayson Mealy's good for one there. I'd rather see him block out than just murder the guy, but if he gets the block out, the coach, he doesn't get the foul. How many times did you say that as a coach?
A lot. I think we both could probably say a lot.
Constantly.
I don't even know if the kids understand anymore when we say what we're talking about there. But if you just work hard to get around the guy, get position, you get the rebound, you don't get the foul. And Leach made him pay. He hit the first one. And the second one is up and good. So 10-point lead now, and we threw it right to Ethan Colvin, but it came right back to Jacob Grant. So with Travis in foul trouble, that was a good look. Oh, nice spin move. He's just been short or just off on just about everything. You really like to see it. No, we're not getting bad shots, Coach.
No, we're right there. Again, another good take. Just caught the front end.
And here's Buck going hard to the basket. And it ended up in Colvin's hand after the block, and he makes him pay and knocks it down. I don't know we want this pace. I'm a little, I guess, uneasy about the pace. I think Daleville likes this. This is the way they want to play. Corbin Price is off on that one. And rebound by Buck. I mean, every time down, I'm on both ends of the floor, I'm saying Carson Buck's name. He is outplaying everybody. It's a 2. Get a timeout. I think it's a full. It's been a great opportunity for Coach probably just to talk to them and say they're flat out outplaying you, out-hustling you, getting to everything. I mean, am I the only one seeing that, or you guys agree?
Yeah, I know I agree. I don't have the stats to see kind of loose balls, things like that, but it just feels like right now that they're getting every bounce.
Well, let's go to our sideline reporter, Coach Knuckles, and let's see what he has to say.
Absolutely. Daleville's killing us on the boards right now. They're out-rebounding us 16-8, with 6 of those being offensive.
There you go. That's why he's the sideline reporter sitting 2 people next to me. We call him the sideline reporter, but he's actually right next to us. But I can't help but call him the sideline reporter. Hey, there's Officer Stafford. He's down there by Athletic Director Kai Denny and Principal Adam Perdue. It's always good to see Principal Adam Perdue out and about. Some would say that's limited. He's coming back from, a major outing, we'll say. How's he been feeling? Did he tell you he was doing all right?
Doing good. Yep.
Okay, good. How about Officer Stafford? Is he doing all right? He looks like he's doing okay.
Oh yeah, he's couldn't be better.
I tell you what, he makes brown and tan look good. Here we go into Josiah Love. They're going to double now. Looks like they're pressing. And I don't know if I like this.
Daleville foul on number 23, Riley Jackson.
Both teams, Coach Hansen, kind of have this philosophy, I think, to make it ugly. Try to make the game ugly, play as fast as you can, get as many deflections. That's the way it looks to me. That's into Corbin Price. He's got to put his head down. We are just so weak with the ball. I know these guys are going to watch it over again. I'll just tell you guys, you're just too weak with the ball right now. You got to go with a full head of steam. They're beating you at your game here. Buck has it now. They're going to call that a deflection. I thought it was a double dribble. This is Riley Jackson, number 23 in the game now. We're back to a man-to-man, it looks like.
Yes.
Help side is not really there.
Daleville likes to spread it out and look to dribble kick.
Riley Jackson, 3 on the way. It's off. Rebound to Trey Adams. I think we just got to go and quit waiting for them to get set up. And that was a pretty good screen by Grayson Mealy, and I think we have a player down.
It was a great screen.
And
unfortunately, you don't want to see anybody down, but that's where your teammates got to help you out.
And every time that screen is set, they want an illegal called. And as his father, I can tell you, they have asked, since he was in 6th grade, they have always wanted an illegal screen called. And Colvin's a tough kid, though. They're in the same grade, I believe, yes. They played against each other for a long time, know each other. And he's a tough kid, too, so he handled it really well. But honestly, on that one, if you watch it over again, there was no teammate there to tell him the screen was coming.
Absolutely.
And he had no communication. It was Grayson Mealy was solid. He was set. Now, I will tell you, more than likely, he'll get called for the next one. Just because they've notified him that they don't like that screen. Here they are, a little bit of a shuffle up top, the handoff. Rebound by Love, and there's some contact inside. They're going to call that on number 5. That's Dylan Scott. Is that his second?
Yes, that is his second, I believe.
I just think we've talked about it, we've gotten the shots, we just aren't being strong with it.
Yeah, well, you said it's a physical game right now. Everything around the rim is contested. It's a physical both ways. You got to be strong.
Corbin Price now, they're trying to give Daleville's defensive credit. They are all over it. Now you got to attack. Now you attack. Pitch to Pretorius, and there it is.
Yes.
Pretorius B.I.G. with the big 3 there. And it's 25-16. You like to see Cade have his feet set. He's a good shooter when he has his feet set. When he has to put it on the floor, it's a little bit more difficult for him. I'm impressed with Carson Buck. He plays hard. That's out to number 3. And that was Adrian Smith. Now Josiah's got it a little bit in traffic. There's Pretorius. Screen coming again. Price trying to get this corner. Gets the corner this time, and a reverse is good. 25-18 now, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, and now the Warriors showing a little bit more life. That one almost knocked away. Romine with the rebound. They're going to get a foul here, and let's see who they get. I think it's going to be on Josiah Love. No, it's going to be on Grayson Mealy. That'll be his second.
34, Grayson Mealy.
So that's going to take Travis Bunch, and now Grayson Mealy has 2, so he'll leave.
2 for Daleville.
Jack Rooker at the table to come in for him. That takes both your screeners out.
Jack Rooker reports in for Wes-Del.
Yeah, Grayson's gave some great minutes right there.
And now that means more than likely the screener role will go possibly to Jack Rooker, but maybe Corbin Price. But you hate to take Corbin Price out of his ability to slash and drive right now. So they may go 5-man. They may just open it wide. And they are screening with Corbin. But they're running 5-man now. That's your open post offense. On this, Coach, you're really just looking to screen away or cut. Easier said than done.
Good move by Cade Pretorius right there. Got below the volleyball line. Looks like we're having a timeout.
Looks like we got a timeout by Ashley Fouch over at Daleville. It's going to be a 30-second. We'll stay with you. Coach, a couple of analysis on cutting into that lead, 26-20 now. I'd see a different-looking Warrior team now, a little bit more aggressive. It really started, quite honestly, I think it started, if I had to say, it was probably the screen that got us going a little bit. And then from there, you see we hit a big 3 by Cade, and then after that, a great reverse layup by Corbin. But do you see a change in the Warriors here in the second quarter?
Yeah, again, I think people are playing to their roles. Corbin's staying aggressive and attacking. We're setting good screens. We're being physical. Trey made a great kick to Cade. Cade knocked down a 3. So doing a good job of moving without the ball, and everybody just playing within yourselves.
Coach Knuckles, as you look at the stats, I hate to even jinx this, but I don't think they've been as hot from three-point land here in the second quarter.
No, they haven't had it falling quite like they did in the first quarter. And another thing, our Warriors are really starting to rebound this second quarter, which has taken away a lot of those second and third chance shots.
And here it is inside now. Kick back out, and they've got a trap in the corner. That one's – we got another timeout quickly by Ashley Fouch. Not a bad call there to keep that possession. And this one will be a full timeout. So we're going to take a timeout here. We've got 1:24 left to go. We'll be back with you here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
One thing, so I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
And we're back here at Richard E. Johnson Gym. Great little run here by the Warriors to cut it to 6, 26-20. Cheerleaders are out throwing the promotional basketballs out. We'll talk about our cheerleaders here in a little bit. We've got plenty of time. .124 to go, and it will be a sideline inbounds by Romine for the Broncos. Trying to get it to Carson Buck here. They do. Back to Colvin. Colvin with one dribble gets it to Romine, and gets up in the air a little bit. That might be a turnover, and it is. It's into Josiah Love's hands. Sideline now. Goes behind the back. And it's up to Pretorius. Pretorius looks inside, looks for the cut. Love, little jump stop. They're going to call a on the floor, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like that'll be the 6th-team foul.
Daleville foul on number 1.
Well, here's that great inbounds play. Let's see if they.
That'll be the 3rd on Colvin, though, right here.
That's a tough foul.
Adrian Smith checks in for the Broncos.
That means that'll bring in number 3, Adrian Smith. He was in earlier. He's back in now. And they run that straight, but they ran it a little different due to the defense by Daleville. Jack Rooker falls down, and that's a travel.
talked a little bit about it there. That's one of those possessions where you just really want to stay within yourself, move the ball, play to your strengths. It's a big 47 seconds right here.
They're talking it over. It's going to be 50 seconds. I'm telling you, these officials.
Yeah, they don't let that second fly.
No, these guys are on top of it.
Well, we got review up here. If they need anything, we could help.
Yeah, we can give them review.
Down.
That's deflection there by Trey Adams. That's actually statted by Coach McLaughlin. He's really always big on deflection, so that's when you're running that trap, that's important. Ball gets in, and a lot of Warriors falling down. It's probably the ice underneath for the hockey team.
Yeah, they're home this next week.
Yeah, a little moisture. That's another 3 by Buck. You know, you'd think after 5 of them, you'd not lose him. So it's back to a 9-point lead. Looking for Pretorius coming off of that second screen there. He takes a nice, thought he had the corner on him, but he pulled up. There's Adams now takes it, and he's got a nice drive. 4 seconds to go. And they're going to throw it from half court, but they can't do what Jack Rooker did. At halftime, it's Daleville 29, Wes-Del 22. We'll be back with you here after a little extended break here at halftime on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
And we'd like to welcome you back. Hopefully you're enjoying your evening. You were able to stay with us or have been with us from the start tonight. You saw the girls with a thrilling win. And now the boys trailing by 7 here against Daleville. Actually very similar to the girls trailing at halftime. Let's see, hopefully they can make a comeback. But a lot of things happening in the gym right now. We've got the Booster Club hoop shoot. And we've got choir director and slash art teacher Emily Love up there singing the Christmas song, I believe. Or I don't know what we're. White Christmas. There we go. White Christmas with the pep band. So everyone's getting a little bit of enjoyment, and we also have a young man breakdancing to White Christmas in front of the student section. And by young, I mean he's probably 4, maybe 3. Doing a good job. Anyway, Coach Knuckles, do you have any stats of interest for us from that first half?
Yeah, a few big ones to see. The biggest one, I think, in my opinion, is the Warriors are 4-13 inside the paint. I know we talked about it earlier in the game that we're getting to those good looks, and then we're just not taking that extra dribble and we're throwing something soft up there. So that's hopefully something that we can improve on in the second half. The other big one, I know we saw Bucks 5 of 6 from 3. He's got 17 points and 10 rebounds right now. So trying to find a way to run him off the three-point line and block him out could be a big difference in the second half for the Warriors. That has to be probably, and I don't know if you've got time in the second half to look that up. That has to be his best outing of the year so far, I would think. To have 17 already in the first half, we would probably just key on him. You'd think he got 17 of the 29. Maybe we just take a page out of the girls Broncos playbook and just box and one him. Yeah, Buck's the guy for the season. He's 7 of 31 from 3, so he's definitely picking up a lot of those shots that they're missing from Merrick Adams. But only being 23% on the season, you got to expect hopefully that a few of these will stop falling. Coach Hanson, let's say you're back, you're in the locker room, and you just had a chance to talk to the Warriors. Give us a little bit of your keys.
Well, for one, it's going to be the physical, and staying in next possession mindset. It's going to be an exciting finish. You got to be prepared for that four-quarter fight. And then I'm challenging our best players. To me, I think that's going to be the finish here. I think both of these teams have role players on the floor, but you're going to have your main guys make plays. The ball's going to be in your hands. We got to finish around the rim better. Those type of things. So
I didn't think we really shot the ball particularly well there, and with a crowd like you have tonight, I'd like the boys to take a chance to look around and say, we didn't give the crowd our best half. We don't get a lot of nights like this where we've got, this many students in the student section. I'm not going to say we don't always have a good student section. We do, but we have a really great student section tonight. The band's here. We've got a decent crowd, great home crowd, decent crowd from Daleville. I just think that we didn't give them a best showing, and I'd like our boys to maybe focus in on that here in the second half. So anything else you guys can think of that you'd like to throw in there? Any nuggets of information? What are we from the foul line in the first half? From the foul line, we're 4 of 6, and the Broncos are 3 of 4. Oh. Well, 4 of 6, I never would have guessed.
No, and I think another interesting point here will be see how the second half is officiated. They let them play in the first half, but we all know that sometimes that doesn't mean that that's going to be how the next half is officiated. If it gets tight, if the energy in the gym gets, loud, sometimes they can tighten that up a little bit because they don't want to get out of control. And that'll be something that I think could play in the Warriors' favor. Yes. Broncos already having 2 guys out now. Noah Colvin has 3 fouls, so their bench tonight isn't quite as deep as what they're used to, and they already have their point guard in foul trouble.
And I noticed, that Coach Slopsman just went in and said he's going to go with the starting 5, and they are sitting there. So it will be Love, Price, Adams, Bunch, and Pretorius for the Warriors. And I think it's going to be the same. It's going to be starting 5 for the Broncos.
I think these first 3 minutes is going to be huge for this half for both teams. We're sitting right at that same kind of, like we talked about, the girls game was down about 7. So at half here, what this first 3 minutes holds.
I agree with that. I think so. And I saw Coach Fouts And she was, if I could read from this angle, she wanted to, the word intensity was there. So I think she wants to keep up the same intensity that they had before. But as Coach mentioned, Coach Knuckles talked about it, Coach Hansen talked about it, we've got to watch how this is officiated and see if this plays into our favor with Daleville being shorthanded. Pretorius denying Colvin on the inbounds right away, so looks like we're going to come out man-to-man and get away from the trap. So right now Daleville trying to run some motion offense. It's like they're trying to get Romine. He's got it left. He gets into the paint.
Good job right there from Pretorius to not let Buck get a wide open shot.
Oh, we got to grab that ball.
Yes.
Shot on the way, and it's off, and Travis Bunch inside. And they are just still somewhat out hustling this. That one looks good. Nope, it's off. They're going to get Travis Bunch. That'll be his third.
I thought we missed I thought that hit the black wire off the rim.
And it's going to be a quick, well, they're going to get a quick sub here. It's going to be Grayson Mealy. He's going to replace Travis Bunch. Bunch with his third. And Grayson Mealy comes in, and he has two. So one of the two of these guys has got to figure out how to play without fouling. And that's a tough, they're two football guys. You guys know them well. There's a shot on the way. It's off. We did not get the rebound, and that's going to, that still haven't gotten the rebound. So you don't get that foul right there if you're Corbin Price. If you do what you're taught at practice, and that is when the cut goes across, you can't let it go across your face. You got to make that cutter go behind. And doing that, you've got to step in front, make him go behind you. But we didn't do that. That's easier said than done when you get into the actual heat of the game. Good take to the basket. We still haven't come up with a rebound that time.
Great block out that time by Grayson Mealy, which allowed his teammate to get a rebound.
And it looks man-to-man by the Broncos here also. And a nice look there. Good call by Coach McLaughlin. And Corbin Price gets a layup. It's now 29-24. And I like that action.
Yes, great screen.
Trying to get the back cut. Trey Adams read it perfectly. And now he's off in transition. Adams to Price. Price up again, and he scores it. And that's going to be an and one. And that whole possession started with the anticipation by Trey Adams to see the back cut, get the steal, and then out in space, just like in football. You get him some room. He's quick. He's a quick athlete. Price will shoot the and one. Hopefully we can make this and cut this to a 2-point game. And we do. So this is a pretty good start for if you're the Warriors, is how you wanted to come out, Coach.
Yes, absolutely. Love it right now. And again, that gets the student body involved. Really takes that advantage of being home.
Right now it looks like Daleville's just trying to sort things out a little bit and try to get their offense back in it. Colvin takes the drive inside. It's off. Rebound now to Josiah Love. Love now attacking. All the way to the basket, but just a little out of control, and it's off to Colvin for the Broncos. Looks like they're going to call a block. That'll be the third. That'll be the third on Grayson Mealy there. He's tried to take the charge, but he wasn't there, and that's going to bring Jack Rooker in.
Great job by Grayson. That's exactly what you want to do in that spot. He tried to slide over and stop ball. It looked like, reading his lips there, I think he was telling Coach McLaughlin he was falling.
What's the deal here? I don't know. I was going to say, why would you not let the sub in? So now Travis Bunch and Grayson Mealy both with three, and that's typical because they're both more of your physical players, as we said, both football guys. So now the toughness has to come from the other guys.
Yeah, it'll be important here for Jack and Corbin both to rebound. And it's also your guards, Josiah and Trey, do a good job of rebounding from the guard position.
Oh, that I thought almost was – he was looking for the back cut, but I thought he almost traveled. And Pretorius now, this is a switching man-to-man, and Corbin Price bobbles it, but it goes right into Josiah Love's hands. Nice. Held on to it, though. Rooker did. Nice cut by Trey Adams, and a great find by Jack Rooker. It's a tie ball game, Coach, and I still feel like Daleville's just trying to sort things out a little bit offensively.
Well, again, we're doing a good job of taking away their 2 every time.
There's a great steal by Corbin Price. And we may have to get an AED for Coach Slopsima.
I was kind of getting some oxygen one or two, but great start here for the second half of the Warriors.
And right there, they erase a 7-point lead and take a 2-point lead. So that is a 9-0 run for the Warriors. And this is a full timeout. We're going to stay with you. Really, I like the energy that they came out with. They've taken the lead. Now you just hope, obviously Daleville's trying to figure out where they can capture some of theirs and get back into this.
Well, and you got to give our guys a lot of credit. They've come out with an intensity defensively and making sure they know where Scott and Buck are. And I think that's been the key defensively, making sure that every time they touch the ball, we've got multiple eyes on them. Don't give those guys anything easy and force the role players to make plays.
And Coach Fouch getting into her group a little bit there, trying to get her to, or trying to get them to respond to her and get a little bit of energy back into this one. So hopefully the Warriors can keep things going, put the pedal down, and try to extend this lead here. Some nice play out of Trey Adams, Corbin Price, really all of them, Josiah Love. Defensively, I think, is really where they seem to be. I like this man-to-man where they're switching now. I think that's causing a little bit of problems for Daleville. See if they make an adjustment. Typically when you switch like that, you're hoping to get a mismatch, but really both teams size-wise line up pretty good, so I don't know that that's going to be the case.
Looks like Daleville's going to a 5-out.
Jack Rooker tried to take one, but he turned. You can't turn at the last minute and give up on that. Into Price. Price with a shot fake. Now Love. A little bit different energy.
Kick out.
A little bit different energy into their takes now. And Jack Rooker falling down, trying to hold on to that one.
Yeah, it looks like they're staying with their 5-out.
There's Buck coming around the corner and trying to get going. His is in and out, but he gets his own rebound, and it's an and one. Rebounding right now seems to be, we're hot, then we're off of it a little bit, but we just can't take a break from it because they're going to kill you as hard as they work.
Yeah, the adjustment there coming out of that timeout is Daleville went to 5 completely out around the 3-point line. Trying to open up lanes, we've got to make sure that we keep the ball in front of us, don't rely on the help side.
And one of the bad things about sending a guy to the line that's a shooter, especially if he was hot in the first half, gets him an opportunity to get zoned in, and you hate to see that if it's Carson Buck, if you're a Warrior fan, because he can make you pay. Broncos now with a 1-point lead, 32-31. Trey Adams with a great take inside. Taken away, though, by Leach. Excuse me, that is Dylan Scott. Now it's taken back around, and Jack Rooker has it, and he is trying to get around Carson Buck, and it's a foul on Buck. This is going to be a lot like the girls' game, I think. It's going to be an interesting second half. Second on Buck. I don't know what. I was just trying to figure out what we were doing. Colvin trying to take away Trey Adams. You can dribble. Okay. Someone needed to text message Jack and tell him he still had his dribble. Josiah Love now takes it left to the basket, and he has just been a little off tonight. A lot of good shots, but they're either too hard or too short, and that's a wide open layup. And they're going to call a foul here. I don't know exactly what we've got going on. Trying to clean up a little issue between, I think, Rooker and Leach. For some reason, Jack grabbed the ball and went all the way back to Logan Leach to hand it to him. I don't know exactly what that was about. 34-31, Travis Bunch now in the game. I'm trying to sort everything out. Travis has got 3 fouls. He's back in the game. Great block out by both Travis Bunch and Corbin Price, and I'm just trying to figure out where I am.
Well, we said it. The girls, I think, set the stage for a great evening. And here we are again with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And we're anticipating another good ending.
Well, basketball is a game of momentum, a game of runs, and we had it for a minute. Now I feel like Daleville has it back, and this is a terrible call.
Yeah, it was a horrible call.
That was a terrible call. He inserted himself into the game, and now he's getting angry about something. I'll tell you what, the only good thing he has going for him right now is he has the best tan in the gym. That official. I can say it, I don't care. Corbin Price with the steal and lays it in.
There's another great play by Corbin defensively, which leads to easy points.
Here's Buck, and that's another steal by Corbin Price. As Buck tried to drive it, here's Trey Adams with it, and the Warriors down 1. Pretorius wanted it, and he didn't get it early enough for his liking. Here's Price with it up top. Price, that was allowed in the mid-90s on the And One tour, but it is not allowed here.
Again, I like his aggressiveness trying to attack right there.
Jacob Grant checks in for Wes-Del.
Here's Jacob Grant giving Josiah Love a break, and I think that's his first break. At least of the second half. Excuse me. At least of the second half there. My mic was away from my face. All right, here we go. 34-33. It's tightening up a little bit here in the third quarter. Nice take by Leach, and it's now a 3-point lead for Daleville. There's a block into Trey Adams' hands. I don't know if he had his dribble. I felt like he had his dribble after the block and could have turned that corner. We need to run something, or what do I know? There we go. Get us into something.
Good job there by Trey and Cade to take control.
There we go. No count yet. Now, I don't know. That's awful far away for a count. Steal taken away there. All bobbled around. It's off, and this will be up and good by Logan Leach. Leach, 2 big scores here. Warriors having trouble, and a steal by Leach. Over to Cole. What do we got here? We got a timeout by Ashley Fouch. That's an interesting timeout. The only reason I say so is she had numbers on a fast break, and
also allows us to get Josiah Love back in the game, which is a good thing.
I'm still trying to go back to what the foul was on Cade Pretorius.
I said he pushed off, which looked like he was just cutting to the corner.
That was an interesting one for me. Well, here you go. Right now, Logan Leach, I think, has had 6 unanswered points, and he's really given them quite a spark. I'll tell you, in the first half it was Carson Buck. Now in the second half it's Logan Leach, and they really just seem to have kids that they're gritty and will step up out of the absence of their leading scorer, Merrick Adams.
Well, the thing is when you talk about Leach, though, is he's not getting his in the half court. We just got to do a better job against this in a little bit of pressure. Don't give those role players any easy ones. And in the half-court defense, we're doing a really good job. They've made the adjustment. They're going to a 5-out. We just got to give them a step a little bit. Don't let them drive it on you.
That's exactly what I wanted to see there. Take it to the basket. Get an and one out of this, at least cut into that. So it's now a 3-point ball game. Just as Coach mentioned, that's exactly what we needed to do, and the Warriors get it done. You'd like to trim this thing even further, maybe tie it up by going into the fourth. Got to stay down on those shots. That's short. Need that rebound, and there's Corbin Price. He's been big here in the third quarter. Coach wants him to run something. He calls it out. Travis Bunch has it. Now it's off to Josiah Love. He tries to turn the corner. Back to Adams. Still in that corner to Love, and we have not. You got to get the ball out and reverse it.
There you go. Yes, got it over here to Corbin this time.
There's Adams with it. Good cut. Keep cutting. Keep moving. Tries to get inside. Nice little step move. And Adams brings them within one here. 40 seconds as Daleville brings it. This is exactly what you wanted.
Yeah,
now you need one more stop, Coach.
Yeah, I was going to say, stay back a little bit. There's a balance between ball pressure and then getting over pressured, which allows dribble kicks.
And that one's off. We got to come away with the rebound, though, and they're going to get a foul. That's going to be either on Josiah Love or Jacob Grant.
Looks like Jacob Grant.
There's rebounding and then there's timely rebounding. And right now, timely rebounding is what Daleville has, and we're just not getting it.
Yeah, and the fouls is going to come into play here down the stretch. That's the 17th foul in the Warriors, and the Broncos only have 2. So every foul now, the rest of the way, will be free throws.
And Colvin makes them pay there. Noah, the younger brother of the two. And he misses that second one, and now... Yeah, I'm with Daleville on the argument. I didn't think we handled it very good, but hey, we'll take it. About 22 seconds left here as we get it in. Going to see some pressure from Daleville. Got to get a sideline, middle, and reverse.
Yeah.
Got to have that triangle. Here's Trey Adams. Euro step inside. It's not there. And really got to get this back here and try not to. We're going to see Nate Blaylock, a crowd favorite. He's going to come in here to give Corbin Price, probably just to make sure he doesn't get any fouls here.
Yeah, quick 11-second break here in the quarter.
Really, all you got to do, Nate, is make sure Carson doesn't get his feet set to shoot a three off of a drive.
Yeah, again, stay.
Like right there. Get that switch. And they missed it, so excellent 11 seconds by Nate Blaylock to make sure that didn't happen. And it's a 39-37 lead at the end of 3. We'll be back here shortly on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Yeah, we're back here. We're just in time to announce. They were just announced there are cheerleaders. That's Hayden Browning, Lena Burcham, Tori Clark, Bailey Combs, Gracie Drake, Mary Kate Dunnick, Delaney Huffman, Riley Lazatter, Felicity Pippin, Kinsey Whitehead, Ava Whitmire, and Brianna Hale. Head coaches of the Warrior cheerleading squad are Tiffany Gaddis and Tori Purdue. I think that I can mention this. I don't know if you guys were able to mention it. I don't know that we've had a game since. Just this week, Coach McLaughlin did announce, and it is public, this is his final season as head coach of the Wes-Del Warriors. His 10th season here. He's won 102 basketball games. He's the only coach in history to win over 100 games in Wes-Del history. He's also been with the program longer than any coach, but after 29 years of coaching, both as an assistant and as a head coach, it's time for him to move on to enjoy his family. But right now he's trying to win a ball game. He's down 2, 39-37. Great take by Trey Adams, and we got a foul on Colvin. And I've thought, and I know we like the way it was officiated, but I thought Colvin's been in on a lot of hand checks. But he plays hard. I like the way he plays. Great little player.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul.
That's a big one.
It's like Coach Fouch left him in.
He's going to trust him. That's a lot of time to play. I think Trey Adams get in there. That's going to be another foul. That's on Logan Leach. It's going to be 2 for Corbin Price at the line. Looks like older brother Ethan Colvin will come in for little brother Noah. Ethan's a junior. He's 5'8". I assume he'll take over the point guard responsibilities. Corbin Price, he's been at the line probably the most out of the Warriors tonight. We'll ask our sideline statistician, Coach Knuckles, am I correct on that?
Yeah, Price is 2 of 4 at the line so far. Him and Love have both shot 4.
That one's off, and Love comes up with it. Let's see if we can get that one to go. A little shove in the back by Carson Buck on Travis Bunch, but not enough to warrant the call. Here's Ethan Colvin with it. Josiah Love guarding. Ethan doesn't look as comfortable with it as Noah, but still can get the job done. Travis Bunch.
It's a good job right there by Jacob Grant to really help and then close and stay down.
Right now it's a 1-point lead for Daleville. They're trying to, you can see without Noah Colvin in there, they're trying to figure out who's going to be the leader. This guy is just.
Wes-Del foul on number 14, Jacob Grant.
Yeah, now he's all of a sudden.
Well, I mean,
off the ball fouls.
Yeah, it's off the ball fouls. It's like calling a hold. But the problem with the off the ball foul now is it's a 1-and-1. So he's giving him the free throw. It's like calling a hold in football. You could call one every time in a high school game. You could probably call an off-the-ball foul or a holding the jersey anywhere on the court, but I'm glad he got this one. Really important. 40-38. Hopefully the guy that's evaluating him will note that he's very thorough in his off-the-ball calls. And that brings in Grayson Mealy off the bench, I think, replacing, Travis Bunch. Corbin Price trying to turn the corner. Carson Buck there with some good defense. There's a great take by Trey Adams, and he scores. 41-40 now. And this is exactly like the girls' game. Logan Leach now, he's got Grayson Mealy on him.
Great switch right there by Trey.
That's a huge right there if we can get that one back. Didn't quite get there. Ethan Colvin now crosses over, gets inside, dumps it off, and it's scored by Logan Leach. Logan Leach scores most of his right around the basket. We're just not getting a middle and a sideline guy very well right now in this press. Timeout called by Coach McLaughlin, a good one. He anticipated the 10-second call. It's a 30-second timeout. That'll leave him with, I believe, 3. It says 4, but I think he has 3. And Ashley Fouch over at Daleville has 1. We just haven't been able to really, I think we took the lead at one point here in the second half, but we just haven't been able to really sustain anything. They seem to go on a little bit of a run every time.
Well, I think defensively here, one of the adjustments is going to be is how we want to finish this half. Ball pressure seems to be the idea, but we're not keeping the ball in front of us. And then when they're getting behind us, they're either able to dump it off or not. So I'd like to see us either trap or put a lot of ball pressure on the guards or keep them in front of you. Try to make that. Don't let Colvin get around us because Ethan doesn't want to score.
I believe both teams, I don't know why we just handed it off right there, but it worked out.
Good take.
Oh, thought we could get that. I'm telling you, I don't know how many bunnies there's been that we've missed. I believe right now both teams are shooting towards their average. I think both teams average in the 50s. So this should come down to the wire, really. We need a couple of big stops.
Yeah,
especially with Noah Colvin out right now. This is the time to take advantage.
Good job right here by our guards, keeping the ball in front of us. There's a lot of time left. I know people want every possession, but we're in a one-possession ball game, so.
It's like they're just going to try to run a little bit of time here, and with this much time left, you wonder what they're trying to do is just get everything completely cleared out for that right there. And we can't play third-grade basketball. We can't hug our man. It's into Grayson Mealy, a nice little shot
pass.
fake.
Good finish right there by Grayson.
The shot fake let him go on by, and that was what it was able to free him up for the shot. So it's now a three-point ball game again, 45-42. They're just trying to clear everybody out and get a one-on-one. And if Trey can play good defense like that, we'll take it. That might have been it. No, that's only 3. My bad. I was thinking Dylan had more than that, but.
It was great defense right there by Trey, and then also to get the rebound.
A little handoff play, and that goes into Trey Adams. Not the shot we wanted. He stood up, and they're gonna go ahead and bring in Noah Colvin now with the 4 fouls. They're gonna get Corbin Price on that one. That's a great sales job by Carson Buck. Carson Buck on the way to the basket, and I'm no way being negative. He did what a smart basketball player will do. He took that contact and shifted his head back to really sell that call. And then Corbin just bid on the rest of it and actually did foul him. But a great play. Carson Buck has really impressed me tonight. And that makes it a 2-possession ball game. Again, usually as long as we get a sideline and a middle guy, this should not bother us. He may have to burn a timeout. Coach McLaughlin wants to foul, but if I'm being honest here, we just got to be tougher with the basketball.
Jack Rooker checks in for Wes-Del.
Yeah, you don't want to dribble so much against that. It's hard to dribble out of those double-team traps.
Bringing in a little height here now, Coach. We've got Jack Rooker who came in for Grayson Mealy. Would assume we might spread it out a little bit more. Jack might be the screener. They're running a little Spain pick and roll action there. You'll see that. What they'll do is they'll ball screen and then they'll back screen the ball screener to try to get the lob, and they were trying to get that with Rooker there. They may run that again. That's a good action. They're going to get them. That's going to be number 9 or 10. That's 2 shots the rest of the way, Coach.
Yeah, that's the 3rd foul right there by Josiah. Warriors switch to our Fury. 1-2-2 up, trying to trap. They got the ball in the middle. One adjustment right there against that Fury, which I know Coach Knuckles is they put Dylan Scott in the middle. They didn't have him on one of the corners, which is probably their go-to player here.
Absolutely. You know how to. The way to beat a trap is to get it to the middle. So putting him there and just having him put his head down and go, and they have the option to kick is what they're looking to do.
Dylan Scott misses both. Those were huge.
Yes.
And here come the Warriors. Pretorius had it, thought about it. Price now. A little shuffle of the feet, but thankfully no call. It's like we're going with a 5-out motion. Price comes right off into a jump shot. It's just going to be short. And Jack Rooker is out-rebounded. And they're going to get a little bit. People are getting a little crazy for a foul that wasn't intentional by any means.
He's just trying to sprint back. Both of them running full speed. And
everybody just needs to take a breath.
Wes-Del foul on number 24, Corbin Price.
Everybody just needs to cool out.
That's Corbin's 3rd as well.
Yeah. We've been in bonus since we showed up at the gym today. This is a gritty effort by Daleville. Down their best player. They had a tough one last night too. They played Blue River, I believe. I don't know what we're doing there. We don't need to force that ball in there. If I'm Daleville now, unless I've got a layup, I'm going to spend some time working some clock. I got a 4-point lead. We're in fury.
Trap. That's a good trap right there.
Ooh, that is not what they wanted.
That's a good job by the Warriors right there. We got the trap we wanted. We got to handle this right here. Everybody's running away. There we go.
Yeah, it's really guard play right now. We've got to be solid with the ball. We're not looking down court, which bothers me a little bit. Oh.
It's got to be over the back foul right there. Got to
go and get it. You got to get a trap here. swing it. That goes. It's trouble. Pretorius with the rebound. Gets it out now. Corbin Price has it. He's got to get his head up. He's got numbers. And they counted it. That's going to be called on Dylan Scott. That'll be his 4th. Well, if you came to the gym or you tuned in tonight to get 2 great ball games, you're getting them. Both these teams, guys, been over, pulling on their shorts. They've given everything they've got.
Yeah, a lot of minutes both ways.
Yes.
I know there's Houston bench, but a lot of minutes from the guys on the court.
We can't hit a free throw to save our life. We got to go after it. If we're going to trap in this, we got to go. All right, there's the one you want. You want that. You'll take that shot.
Yeah,
that was a quicker shot than probably I would think Ashley Fouts wanted. Trey's got to take that all the way to the basket.
Yeah, he had his left hand right there. If he'd have kept on going, I think he had the angle.
See what the call is here. I believe it'll be Diamond. This one's scouted, but sometimes they still get open. Two minutes here, 2 minutes to go. Love taking it to the basket. A lot of contact. But honestly, I think he lost the ball before the contact was made.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. Now we've got to get up and play defense. This is going to test Daleville's ability to hold on to the ball, but nobody's coming out to get the ball. Got to get out of fury at this. Well, maybe not.
Or run at him, though. You're going to have to get out and spread it.
You're going to have to go, man. Right there's your chance. Right there's your chance. It was a jump ball. Should have been a jump ball.
Last time out for Fouch.
I feel like they missed a jump ball, but
Daleville takes full timeout.
all right, guys. Got a full timeout here. You've got the, 1:32 to go?
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what Coach McLaughlin wants to do right here. I think there's 2 ways you could play this. You could either run around. You know they're going to spread it out like they've just tried doing. You can either run around and try to trap this, or we can extend and try to foul their worst free throw shooter and try to make this at least longer possession. So it's only a 1-possession game, so.
If you had to foul, Coach Knuckles, who's the guy right now to foul?
You'd probably be going for number 15, Leach. He's 20% on the season, one of their bigs, and not real comfortable with those outside shots. So that's who I'd be looking to foul here.
I would agree that 20% is not a good percentage from the line, so that's who you'd want to go after.
Yeah, and I think being realistic, like you said, it's been a hard-fought game both ways. And some of our guys, I mean, our guards have played, I think, Corbin too, majority of the second half. So asking them to probably try to keep trapping here for a whole minute might be a tough.
Yeah, you'd think we'll come out and match up here, try to deny the inbounds pass, make sure we don't get a lob towards the basket, and then it looks like exactly what we're going to do. You know, some people, we're going to put Pretorius on the ball. Some people will turn and deny. This might cause a little bit of trouble for them. There it is.
Yeah.
And there's the turnover.
Absolutely. Great job right there.
Great call by Coach McLaughlin. As we said, big 3 from Pretorius. And he thought he had it. Now you got to get up and guard. I'll be honest with you, if a senior's going to take that shot, you know, that's what you want. Take it. Got to be man enough to make it. If not, get up and play. You're going to have to go after Leach if you don't get a steal here. And they're going to get a foul on Josiah Love. It's going to be Dylan Scott. Dylan Scott missed one earlier, I know, but
Wes-Del foul on number 25,
maybe 2.
Yeah, he missed both.
These are huge. At a minute 3, he can make it a 2-possession ball game with 2 free throws.
He's about a 50% shooter on the season.
Rebound is big. Got to make sure we get these rebounds if there's a miss.
That first one makes the second one a lot easier. It's now a 3-point ball game. Coach McLaughlin has all 3 timeouts. I'd still like to see us just get it and get to the basket.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left for sure in a 4-point game.
And it's just under a minute now. We'll see what happens. Looks like we're getting
Cross screen action.
Looking some action. Corbin Price has it. He has numbers. And an and one. Logan Leach felt like he didn't do anything, and sometimes it's just the contact late and the official calls it. So that's the second on Leach, and Corbin Price has had his struggles at the line. This would be a big one. If not, you hope you can get in there and get the rebound. And we do come out with it. It's Travis Bunch, but it's stripped away. And Colvin has it now. And we got to get up and foul. And if we're going to foul, we got to find Leach. There's a foul going the other way. Logan Leach fouling Corbin Price. And I think Corbin Price knows he probably baited him into that one. Corbin's got a smile on his face.
So coach is still electing right here to call out a set.
He's got timeouts.
3 timeouts, yeah, it's 40 seconds to go. Must like what he's, looks like we're gonna draw up that cross screen again.
There it is to Price. Price up and under, and he scores it. Tie ball game.
Now you don't
no timeouts for Daleville. You don't want to foul.
Got to make sure you block out. Oh,
steal by Corbin Price. Price to the basket. All the way in and just missed it. Follow behind.
They got a foul. Looks like Trey Adams will go to the free throw line.
16.5. You couldn't hear the whistle. It's so loud in here.
Yeah, it's a great job right there by everybody. Even the Warriors, everybody was going there to make sure that if Corbin missed it, we had people there for a putback, and Trey Adams is right there.
Coach McLaughlin knows he has 3 timeouts. Trey Adams makes both of these. I assume they would call it.
Well, that's a tough thing, though. If you take it, the Daleville does not
allows
have one.
them to get set up, doesn't it?
There's 2 ways you can look at that. If you call it,
they're bringing Travis out. That's for more guard pressure, some more defense, some quickness. You're also getting ball handling in.
Correct, and they don't have a timeout. So if he hits this,
you don't want to foul on a 3. He does hit it.
I like it. No, I like playing it up. I like this right here.
Don't foul.
Don't foul. You don't want to foul.
Shot by Buck on the way. It's off. Rebound by Price. This could be a good one. And there's 8 seconds, and Trey Adams is going to go to the line with 6.8 to go.
You know, and I want to make sure we reiterate that point there. That's a great, it worked out for us. But great call by not taking that timeout. A lot of people think you got 3 there to take one, but you're forcing a team on the road.
Gives them the opportunity to set something up.
Correct, and talk to that. Well, they got to make plays, so.
Coach McLaughlin showing his experience there and not taking that timeout.
Great rebound, too, there, and make sure we get in our guards' hands.
Trey Adams were to hit both of these, they'd be huge. There's the first one.
Yeah. Now, if he hits both here, that you might see one of those timeouts just to talk through because it's a 2-possession game.
And you don't want to foul on a 3. That's the only way if he hits this. Either way, you don't foul on the 3. They have to. If he misses this, they have to tie it. He does miss it. Ball's away. Buck's not the one you want shooting it right now. He's going to take it. He's going to take it right there. It's going to be short. Rebounds to Corbin Price, and the Warriors win 53-50 in what was the second of 2 great games here at Richard E. Johnson Gym. Warriors sweep Daleville in the boy-girl doubleheader. And it came down to the wire in both games, and great play by both leaders, juniors, seniors on both sides. And got to give a lot of credit to Daleville coming in here and without their leading scorer and putting up a battle in an MEC game. Both teams coming in after hard-fought Friday night games and really gave the crowd all their money's worth. That's win 103 for Coach McLaughlin. And one I'm sure appreciates, it's been, Coach Knuckles knows, Daleville's had our number here of late, and it's a good one to get, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Big rivalry game here, so anytime you can get it, especially coming off a tough Friday night every year, it's a big deal.
And we'll take a quick break here as they celebrate, and we'll see if we can get one of the coaches or maybe some of the players here after the game. So exciting win, 2 big wins here for Wes-Del, but the boys win 53-50 in an exciting one, and that's a big Mid-Eastern Conference win. We'll be back with you here shortly on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. And incredibly a king.
All right, we're back here. We're back here at Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium after a thrilling boy-girl doubleheader where the boys have just won, coming back in extraordinary fashion there at the end, 53-50. I'm joined with, first it'll be Corbin Price and then Trey Adams. But Corbin, that was a pretty exciting win, and late in the game there you came up with some big rebounds, but also you came up with a few big baskets and a couple of opportunities there. We had the and one. Just talk a little bit about the experience. You guys watched the girls win. You were excited about that. You come out, and for, I would say, a good majority of the game, you're trailing Daleville. It's a rival, and you guys are able to close it out. What's the feeling right now in the locker room? Everybody pretty excited?
Yeah, everybody's like super hyped. It's a different experience out there whenever you're sprinting everywhere, getting steals, getting rebounds. You can see the excitement in literally everybody's eyes. It's insane.
Late in the game there, they were pressing a lot, and it looked like there was a little bit of trouble. Both of you being guards, you kind of, and I'll talk a little bit more about this with Trey, but I noticed that we were having trouble finding that middle guy and really the sideline. They were kind of hiding on us a little bit, put a lot of pressure on you guys as guards, but you seem to feel that pressure and get out of that. What do you think that Daleville did a little bit? Were they just in you so well tonight that it caused a lot of pressure up top, but then did it open the backside when you got through that, because it seemed to get a lot of layups? Did you feel like a lot of heavy pressure up front and then the ability to get through it?
Yeah, there was three guys all the way up at the top of the court, so as soon as you break that, it's just a one-on-one to the basket, and if you're not going to get one or two guys to step up and guard you, it's just an easy Euro, and you can score every single time.
And late in the game, I noticed we were running a couple sets specifically for you, and the one where Travis is up, he trails that, and you come across that on that cross screen to get you basically one-on-one on that side. I think we ran that one probably 2 or 3 times. Was that the goal, try to get you singled out on that side? You felt like you had a mismatch, you could go at it there?
Yeah, I felt like pretty much everybody was a mismatch, honestly. They just ran the plays for me, and I felt like I could really just hit the shot.
Well, you stepped up late, and hey, but the only thing I'm going to tell you is, I mean, our free throws, man.
Yeah,
you know, it's like our Achilles heel all the time.
They all felt good, but
yeah, they looked good, and you made some big ones when it mattered. But the big play down the stretch, I'm going to talk to Trey now. But congratulations, go in there and enjoy it with your teammates, and well done. So that's Corbin Price. Thanks, Corbin. Corbin Price is going to swap out now. We've got Trey Adams coming in. You can talk in that one if you want to. All right, just lean into it a little bit. All right, Trey, we just talked about a little bit with Corbin, but you had to face the pressure a little bit more. Were they in the press, they were coming up on you, and they were doubling most of you. Were they denying, or were they letting you get it in and then coming to trap you?
I mean, they were letting us get it in, and I would just usually go through to the middle, and then if we could get it past, it'd be an easy score most of the time.
It felt like the whole night you had little Noah Colvin on you the whole night, and he was kind of – but there was several times you turned the corner and you got inside, especially in the first half. What worked better? Was it when you guys went to the 5-out motion that seemed to get them spread out a little bit and give you more driving lane? Was that the emphasis going into the second half?
Yeah, we decided to spread out the ball a little bit because, I mean, they're good defenders, but I feel like we have better offense, so we can drive past them and drive and kick and then just keep moving the ball, and eventually we'll get a score.
So coming off of Madison Grant, Eastern Hancock, and then Wapahani hit 8 on you, what was it like to sit here and say, good Lord, Daleville just hit 6 3-pointers on us in the first quarter. Do you think that's the thing? People just come in and say, boy, we're just going to hit every 3 we throw up in the first quarter against Wes-Del?
I don't know, man, but I mean, they hit. It's whatever. You can't let it phase you. You just got to keep playing, and eventually they're going to miss, and you're going to start hitting. And I mean, it just goes back and forth.
I think we came up with some really good defensive stops late in the game, obviously, and then I felt like this is the first game this year where we got that lead and we closed it out.
Yeah.
Was there anything? Did you feel like there was anything in the group? Did you guys feel connected with that to where you guys were ready to make those stops late in the game? Was there a point in the game late where you felt like we still have this, even being down?
I mean, yeah, you always got to keep your head in it. I mean, you're still in the game no matter what. You just got to keep fighting. I feel like our defense did really pick up in the second half, though, and that eventually led us to come back and start scoring buckets on offense.
How important was it tonight after seeing the girls? They've struggled all year long, but this week they beat Burris. Then they come in here and they set the tone early. Great crowd tonight, over 100 kids in the student section. You had it, and you guys ran over there and kind of mobbed them after they won. You guys get along really well. It's family here. How much did that kind of energize you guys to come out here and take care of business?
Yeah, seeing a win before us always gets us excited. Congratulations to the girls on their win, and we know we had to, in that locker room before the game, we know we had to come out with a win so we get a 2-0 against Daleville.
Well, congratulations, and go in there and celebrate it with the guys and go down there and see your family. But that's Trey Adams, Jr., and you did a great job tonight. Thanks, Trey. And we'll get Coach McLaughlin in here next. He's talking to Coach Wilson real quick. You can talk in that microphone if you want, or you can wear this one.
Oh, man.
All right, you in there?
I'm here.
All right, so
never in doubt.
Never in doubt. I mentioned tonight on the air that you have publicly made the announcement that this will be your final season.
Right.
And you haven't really had any time to really process all that. I know you've had some family things going on as well.
Yeah.
I think I can mention this. Your father's dealing with some health issues.
Yeah.
We want to start this off by saying all our prayers out to your dad.
Yeah.
Hoping he's
Appreciate
doing better, and I know that's been on your mind. Coming into this one, though, knowing that each time you play somebody, it's probably going to be the last time you play them after almost, what is a 30-year career coaching. This one had to be special, and also to see your guys for the first time this year really close out a ball game the way you wanted them to close them out.
Well, we haven't played in a whole lot of close ones. They've been either one-sided either way, and so, until you get into some close games, you don't know how our guys are going to react. And so I thought, there were times where we showed a little nervousness, and then we kind of found something that would work for us. And what would work for us was Corbin stepping up and playing like a man tonight. I mean, we've been searching for that, and he just didn't let us down over the end of that game. I thought Trey did a great job. I know you probably guys noticed it, but Trey's calling out sets out there on his own. I talked him out of a couple because I liked the one he wanted to go to was another one, our Indiana set for Corbin, which was the right call too. But, when you've got your point guard starting to figure things out like Trey was tonight, and then, he knows the guy to get the ball to is Corbin right now. And when those things are happening, you're going to at least have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just stayed with it long enough to give ourselves a chance. They were dead at the end. They were dying, and some guys had to play a lot, and that fury was working for us late. We didn't work early, but it worked late. And
well, there was a couple of scary moments, and I thought you made a great – yeah. I thought Coach Hansen and I talked about a great couple of decisions. Number one, I think you came out of one of Coach Fouts' timeouts and you got out of fury, went to the man because they were starting to hold the ball on you, and immediately pulled a turnover right out of that in the second pass. But then I thought the other really good adjustment that I don't think a lot of people saw or understood was you had 3 timeouts and she had 0. You're at the foul line. You have 16 seconds to go. You take the lead. You could have a less experienced coach would have taken the timeout to say, I want to talk through my guys and let them know. You didn't, because it didn't allow her to set up and get anything, and you played it out, and it ended up working in your favor.
Yeah, and those don't always work out. You look real smart when they do, but one of the things, you're right, I was kind of hoping that we could get them in a scramble mode and not let them set something up. 21 had been hot in the first half, and so one of the things we were just hoping that we were smart enough to know where he was in Fury right there, and we did a better job of that. And to our credit, I think we were able to wear him down a little bit because the shots got a little tougher and their legs got a little tired. And we were, to their credit, struggling to guard that weave at the end. So we had to figure something differently defensively. And once we figured out, hey, let's try Fury again. Let's make them have to make some plays. Yeah, you're right. And luckily, you know, how many times I've been on the wrong end of the 21's three right there, but luckily it didn't go in. And so we're –
might have been the only one, Coach. You're leading. I don't have an official stat, but your team is leading the state in giving up three-pointers in the first quarter.
Yeah, I believe that.
Madison Grant, Eastern Hancock, Wapahani have all shot, and we looked at the stats online, have all shot better against you than any other team in the first quarter. And now Daleville.
Yeah.
Carson Buck coming into the game was 7 of 31.
Yeah.
In the first quarter, he was 5 for 5.
Yeah.
And so he had the Arby's 5 for 5 going. And at that point, you know, they extended out to a 19-9 lead.
Yeah.
And it looked like another night where you're saying, we can't hit anything.
Right.
Did you talk to the guys about, we thought that we were a little weak going to the basket early.
Oh, yeah, we talked about it. I said, I think right now we're settling for jump shots. And in turn, when we get to the rim, we have to adjust to the officials the way they call it. The younger guy believes they're the college guy. And you could tell by watching him, he's not letting you get away with hey, I'm just going to throw something up there and get the bailout calls. So we had to adjust to that, and Corbin is the one that did a nice job of adjusting to that. But, yeah, we had to get a little stronger, and at halftime we talked about that. When we get there, we've got to finish, and then when we don't have it, kick it, keep moving. You know, the guys that don't get any credit are guys like Grayson and Travis and those guys that are setting all those screens for those guys. Late in the game, if you notice, we put Travis back in when you would think, you know, this might not be a time because offensively you would think doesn't help you offensively that much, but he really does in the fact that he and Grayson get those guys so much cleaner shots and so much cleaner passes to the ball. So, you know, when we got more aggressive coming off screens and we got more aggressive going to the basket, I think that gives you a little confidence. You see some going down, then Trey steps up and hits some free throws at the end for us. Like he's going to do it every day. Now we would have called a timeout if we would have gone up 4 there. I didn't want to call a timeout before that, but you know, nevertheless, it all worked out. And when it works out, you look real smart, and when it doesn't, everybody sits up here and tells you you're stupid. So
yeah,
that's coaching.
Last one we'll talk about is. The girls really set the table for you.
That was awesome.
And you guys ran over, and you have a great relationship with Coach Giesman.
Yeah.
And that was really important, I think. For both of you to pull it out, it really meant a lot. 100 kids here.
You'll appreciate this. Let me tell you. My guys were sitting on the edge of their seat in the locker room, and I'm coming in to talk to them at our pregame speech. And I could tell they aren't hearing it. They want to get out here and watch this game. And I go, listen, guys, I know you want to get out there. Let me get through this real quick. I know you know what we're going to do. We'll adjust when the game goes. I said, I want you to see the end of it, too, because when I had come in, we'd just taken the lead. Lauren had hit a 3, and we'd just taken the lead. So, man, they were so excited for the girls, and a lot of fun tonight with the crowd and everything.
It was a great night.
We need to do that more often.
Just great night.
Kids here, so.
Yeah, I think that one thing that's always questioned is, you know, what are the boy-girl doubleheaders like? And tonight was an example of a real successful one.
Right.
But that's Wes-Del for you. We're family. We make things happen. So. Right. Let's shift gears to the final thing.
Okay.
You haven't had an opportunity to really talk about it, but, you know, this is it. This is the last year, and I think you talked to me in length about it for the last month. It's just time, isn't it? You just feel like it's time.
Well, after a game like that, I don't know if I can take 2 or 3 more years of it. Yeah, it was coming to that point, and I went to the board to tell them thank you, and when I sat down with you and Adam and Kai and Daniel, just to talk to all the administration, you know, I said, please understand this has nothing to do with my time here at Wes-Del. It's just time for me to be done selfishly. And as coaches, we don't get to go out on our own terms very often. So, you know, for me to be able to say I love my time here and walk away at the end still loving my time here, and someone not saying, hey, it's time for you to do something different, or, you know, we want to go a different direction. Boy, as coaches, you don't get that chance very often. I've loved it here. I know you feel the same way I do. This wasn't where we went to school, but it's a family and it's home now. So it's just time. 30 years. My easiest way to describe it is think back where you were in 1993, and that is what every Christmas break, every Thanksgiving break, every summer break, I've been coaching basketball for those years. And so nothing to do with the kids. I love them. Obviously, we had a great time in the locker room jumping around, and every one of them, from the guys that didn't play to the guys that did, those are the things I'll miss.
Yeah.
I'll miss the camaraderie with the coaches and the people, and I'll miss a little bit of the sidelines. But there's a lot of stuff that goes with coaching that people don't realize that I won't miss. So, yeah, I thank everybody, and we can, hopefully we'll get more chances to come up here and talk about it. But, it's just time for me to be done, but it's not time for me to stop being a Warrior, and I'll stay here and teach, and I'll stay here and be part of everything. And Mr. Romine's looking at me like, yeah, maybe I'll come up here and do a few games. So it's been great, and it's going to continue to be great, and we'll finish it great. And it's been my pleasure to be the basketball coach here.
Well, we've enjoyed it, and we know you're getting ready to give them a good break because they're going to have a holiday.
Yeah,
you come back after the holiday, and you have, I believe, Tri.
We're Tri on the 29th at Tri, and then we're at Tri Central right after we get back from break. So we've got a chance to take a little break here. We'll come in and practice next week while we're in school because it makes sense to just go while we're already here, and then we'll be able to get a slip away and get some time off, which everybody needs. The guys need it. We need it. And then we'll be back ready to go.
All right. Congratulations on win 103. I see your family looking up here at me. So that's win 103, and it's a 53-50 victory for the Warriors here. Second game was a win. First game was a win. And, Mr. Producer, you were a win. I want to thank everybody involved. I want to thank Coach Hansen, Coach Knuckles, and more importantly, I want to thank Mr. Romine for doing all the producing. So we'll be off for a while. We'll be back here after the new year, and you'll be back to watching Wes-Del varsity basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We thank you for tonight. 2 big wins for Wes-Del over the Broncos of Daleville. We'll catch you next time. Have a happy holiday season from all of us at the Wes-Del Sports Network.